What's up, faithful? What's up, faithful? What's up, faithful? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. My name is Mark underscore Faithful 87. Gather with the Faithful Huddle. What's up, Faithful Huddle?
How you doing?
What's going on?
All right.
Time for P, who ain't gonna be here. He a little under the weather.
Yeah, man. Shout out to P Warrior.
Yes.
Hope you feel better, bro. I reached out to you earlier. Get your rest, bro. God bless you. We love you. We're gonna hold it down for you. Shout out to being good. Hope all is well with you as well, bro. Listen, Faithful Huddle, to our faithful viewers, I would like to introduce peacefully and respectfully our special guest, Bashar at 49er Minded. Welcome to our show, bro.
Really appreciate you guys for having me on. Mark and I have been talking for a long time on Twitter, and I've been watching the show low key, and I've been bumping into Mark in a lot of chats on other YouTube streams. So it's great to be a part of any show, and especially it's a 49er show. Obviously, I'm humbled, and I'm going to have a lot of fun on here. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Welcome. Yeah,
We're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Again, Bashar, thank you, bro. We thank you. Again, we appreciate your availability, your support, and your time, man. We really do. And looking forward to having a great discussion and a fun night together, bro. Real talk. I think you froze, bro. Just to let you know, you look like you froze on our end.
Either that, he's got a real strong pinky.
There you go.
You might just have mind control over Debo, you know?
Yeah, you.
I missed the pinky joke. Sorry, guys. I missed that.
I said either you were frozen or you had a real strong pinky.
What's funny with this laptop is that sometimes when I tilt the monitor screen backwards, the network cable for whatever reason doesn't like it when I do that, and then for like a second and a half or 2 seconds I'm lost, and then I come back on. It's kind of funny.
Cool. All right, so listen, faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers, being that we witnessed a very impressive game last Friday night, being that our First Lady and myself, we are located on the East Coast in New Jersey. We got the game at our time at 8:30, and those that's from like Midwest and on the West Coast, y'all got it at an earlier time. So with that said, being that me and the Faithful Huddle haven't discussed Friday night's game, this show is based on that topic regarding the game, and then we're going to branch off regarding today's joint practice with Minnesota Vikings. So with that said, to our Faithful Huddle and Bashar, okay, so Bashar, let me start with you, bro. Who was the most impressive player or players in the 49ers' first NFL preseason game against the Green Bay Packers?
Well, it's kind of an easy answer, but I'm gonna make it players because I can't leave Trey Lance out of the equation. I just can't because you guys, Mark knows and everybody else knows who knows me on Twitter or been watching my show. I've been hyping up Trey Lance a bit. I'm not saying he's going to step in and right away and be an all-pro in his first season because those are ridiculous expectations. But what I am saying is he's going to give this team a boost at the quarterback position. He's going to be at least in year one 1 to 2 notches better than Jimmy right off the bat. And honestly, that's what this team needs to get us over the edge. So I'm really excited, and and Trey, for whatever stupid reason, has been facing. He has been, he wasn't perfect in camp. Sure, he had his misses. A lot of quarterbacks do. A lot of quarterbacks who are established do, but they're just microscope on Trey Lance, and his release is bad. All of a sudden, everybody and their mama is a fucking quarterback coach. Sorry if I'm cussing here, guys.
No,
But
you're good.
I mean, like, it's ridiculous, man. All these people think they're quarterback coaches now. They're experts on QB releases. It's a joke. It's a joke, you know? It's like, you know, so, but anyways, we saw Trey out there. He didn't look like he didn't belong out there. He looked like he belonged. At times, the blocking and the protection broke down, but he didn't let him phase him. That throw to Danny Gray on the sidelines, the one that was missed. You know, had Ayuk, Kittle, or Jennings or Debo been there, in most cases that would have been a catch. You know, it wasn't like it was a horrible throw by any stretch of the imagination. No pun intended, because Gray did have to stretch a bit. But you know, I was impressed with what Trey did, and that play that he ran, it wasn't like he just took the ball and just ran it up the middle like he was Bo Jackson or something. I mean, you see him back there looking down. He's looking down to throw. Some protection. You know, the protection breaks down. Boom, he's got pressure one way. He slides and steps up in the pocket and looks to throw again. Doesn't see anything there. And apparently people were saying that there wasn't anybody open. So then he just took off and ran. And he's like, hey, I slid for the first time. He slid. Right. Great. You know, the obvious play, the play to Danny Gray. The thing about his deep ball, he makes it look effortless, dude. I'm sure some Niner fans were like, oh, well, Jimmy G's connected on those throws before. Sure, but I mean, how many misses does he have in order to connect on those? At a tiny little minute sample size, we have Trey Lance connecting on these big plays, you know. So it's beautiful, and it doesn't look like it takes much effort for him to do so. And one more thing, my other two players, I'm gonna make it really quick. I liked what I saw from Aaron Banks and Spencer Burford. Those guys looked really good, and Banks didn't get as much praise for whatever reason, but Banks didn't give up any pressures the whole game. Right. And there are a few times where those guys were picking up stunts. They were running some stunts on them. Burford and Banks were picking them up, and there was I believe Brad Graham from SF Niners. He posted a clip on Twitter. I had retweeted it on a run play where Aaron Banks pancaked the dude and Burford pancaked his guy on the same run play. I'm a former offensive lineman in high school, so I think I love seeing things like that. I think it's beautiful.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. You play offensive line and. You said high school?
In high school. I started off playing D-line, and they moved me over to offense, and I just love watching offensive line.
Okay, that's what's up. And you know what, offensive line, I don't think for some people, they don't get the credit they deserve. You follow what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, man, especially when you're blocking and you're going backwards. You follow what I'm saying? Because you don't see behind you. You just got to work with who's in front of you. So being that you said that, man, kudos to you during your time, playing at that position. I would say this before, our faithful Huddle, take over with their comments. Listen, man, I might have a long list, but I'm going to be respectful to our faithful Huddle. Listen, in real short, in regards to Trey Lance, I was very impressed. Very impressed. I was very impressed with his poise. I was impressed with his confidence. He didn't look nervous at all. And I was impressed that he was in control of the offensive line. You follow? And I wouldn't say I was nervous for him. I was so excited because just the way his demeanor is during interviews, I'm like, yo, this young kid, you know how like you could be young and people say somebody got an old soul? Like me, I can't speak for the whole panel. To me, he has like that old soul. So moving right along, you mentioned that slide. Listen, when he slid, I said, yo, this is what we need. And meaning this is what we need to see. Because for him to say he never slid before, yo, that's very impressive, man. Because when you're playing the game, your instinct is to run and run out of bounds. You follow what I'm saying? And for us to witness last Friday night that this young brother has slid to avoid a tackle. Listen, man, and I'm pretty sure that was embedded in his head, from Kyle Shanahan and Greasy and stuff like that. But I was very impressed. I said I'm going to keep it short. I agree with you, Bashar. Listen, That deep pass. Listen, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit later. David Lombardi, shout out to David Lombardi. He was mentioning that it took Trey Lance 2.5 seconds to release that ball to Danny Gray, and I thought that was very impressive. And also, when he was in that pocket, that pocket was collapsing. If y'all paid attention to that play, that pocket was collapsing, and I think McKivitz was our left tackle.
Yeah.
And
McKivitz first, then Skule. They both let their guys. Yeah.
Well, they rotate because I thought Skule was on the right tackle.
So towards the end of the play, you see Skule's guy kind of bulldozing him into Lance a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skule gave up the pressure from the blind side. I remember that much. Yeah.
Okay. But I know that pocket was collapsing, and he stood right there. He probably took one step up, or maybe not. I could be wrong. But man, when he released that, I said, "Oh man." I was like, yo, 2.5 seconds. That's very impressive, guys, regarding a deep pass. So, but real quick, I'm going to say I was impressed with a lot of players. Just not one. However, I'm going to focus on the defense. Y'all know, Faithful Huddle, y'all know I'm a big Hufanga guy. I was very impressed with his vocal leadership and his actions on the field. I was excited when he tackled and hit my man. And I know some of us on the Faithful Huddle, it was like, yo, we hope that a flag wasn't thrown because of that hit. And I just knew it wasn't a helmet to helmet. You can just see it. You follow? Even though they slowed it down for us, you could see that his shoulder went to his chest. Just to share with our faithful viewers. Thank you, faithful viewers, for watching our show. And I was very impressed, and I was wondering why they kept Teray out there so long. However, they needed him out there. I forgot what reason it was. Y'all probably can remind me. So I was impressed with Kamoko Teray. I was impressed with Burks. Burks played well. I was impressed with McCrary Ball. Very impressed. Did y'all hear, and correct me if I'm wrong, did y'all hear Papa had mentioned that McCrary Ball is the fastest linebacker on our roster? Did y'all hear him say that?
I heard that. He's a former safety. I know that he's a converted safety. Yeah. So we got a few of those guys who used to be safeties and now they're linebackers.
Yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, this guy, his built, yo, I didn't even know that, Bashar. I didn't know that until you just mentioned that. But yo, man, I think he's gonna make the roster, guys. I don't want to take over, guys. I apologize. Our first lady, what's up? What you think? I see you bopping your head.
I'm going to go Trey Lance, but we all know Trey can throw the ball. The main thing was what Bashar referenced and Mark, you had said was, just him not automatically just running down the field, just looking downfield, looking to extend the play. He saw nothing was there, and then he went and he slid. First time sliding, obviously, Kyle Shanahan and Brian Greasy, I'm sure, stressed that to him. But the fact that he's listening and he's taking the constructive criticism, if you will, and just he wants to get better, like that's all I need to say. And the big play should have been the first play of the game because I call that. Well, the next one is Talanoa Hufanga. Huff was great in that game. He literally took the soul right out of that guy's body. And then the last one was Samuel Womack. He really shined, and I know that's Uncle Keith's boy. Yeah. But he really shined, and I was impressed with him, and I hope he keeps that up.
I got a nickname for Womack. I call him "Who's the Mac."
He said,
Remember the Ice Cube song? The Ice Cube song?
Yeah.
We go back further than that. We go back to Return of the Mac.
Right.
That's an OG.
I know that's right. So what's up, Prez? What's up, man?
I'm gonna definitely go with. I was gonna say Teray. Teray was my first choice. He killed today in the joint practices too. I would say that. I would say, and then Womack for sure. I mean, that was definitely a spark. You know, to see somebody like if he can turn out to make this team, which I think he solidified that, and just over time become a ball hawk at that nickel position that we've never had. I think it'll just give us another level. And then I had one more. That's two. Burford.
Yeah.
Burford really held his own. So yeah, no, it was good, man. Good spots. But Teray was out there. Every play he was on it. He was in it. So, yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, when I seen Teray, this guy, Teray and McCray Ball, yo, they built them guys ain't no joke, man. I was like, yo, man, and I think Fred Warner had mentioned later in that game, he was saying regarding Kimoko, he was like, yo, we got a guy that fits our scheme. He used those words, but it was close to those words he was using. And yo, McCrary Ball, man, I really like this young kid, man. I don't know if y'all seen his presser. I think I text y'all in the group chat. But yo, he's very passionate regarding his journey, and you can tell he wants it. And I like hearing him say, in regards to, however, meaning the D'Amico Ryans, however, he want to use him, he's gonna do basically whatever they want him to do, and you like that in a player, man. Because
yeah,
you can tell he's not sold on one particular position. You follow what I'm saying? So I like that about McCrary Ball.
He gonna be able to like plug and play. Like you're gonna have there will be situations at the offense that we're in that he has player personnel packages for.
Yeah.
Which is going to be crazy, just that they can all go in and out, and you don't necessarily know where they're going to be based off of, or where they're going to end up based off of where they line up as well. With all the stunts that I think he'll do a lot of stunts, D'Amico, this year, and be able to cover in the sky stuff. So it'll be dope.
Yeah.
I just want to step in and just say what's up to my friends in the chat. We got Joey Mahoney, who's Danny's Gray's biggest fan, by the way. That let's not forget about that. He's mad at me because I didn't say Danny Gray, but 49er First Takes Aaron. He's got a great channel. Check him out. I mean the Dreams up in here. 49er Throwback. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, shout out to I Mean the Dream. 49 Throwback.
Right.
Shout out to Ty. What's up, Joe? Hopefully, good to meet you. Thank you for tuning into our show. We appreciate you. Jizzle, what's up, bro?
My guy's definitely gonna be Trey, as y'all should already know. And I've been to a lot of preseason games, but like this one had the most. It was the most electric preseason game I ever been to. I ain't gonna front. It was like we just know like there's a new sheriff in town, and you could just feel that the crowd rallied around Trey. And what I like about Trey is like he reminds me a little bit of Stephen Curry in this way. Is like he has the crowd at the tip of his fingers, and at any time he can hit him with the long ball, just like Curry will do, and the crowd goes crazy. The crowd went nuts on that Danny Gray, as you
love
guys
it.
could expect. And it's just something that he has that Jimmy G never had in his bag, like his bag of tricks. He didn't have that ability just to get the crowd to just be like, hey man, we're not gonna get those nachos right now. We locked in. And as far as like with the whole thing, and you guys mentioned the slide, but one thing that we probably didn't notice, maybe you didn't notice. I just barely noticed is watching video over it. Again, Trey initially decided after he went through all his regressions, he decided to take off through the middle of the field. Then he reset his feet to this one last time before he passed the scrimmage, and then he took off and then slid.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is like remarkable for like a young quarterback to be able to perceive like, okay, you know, I'm not really trying to be a running quarterback per se. I could have easily got that first down, still slid just like how he already what the end result was. But he had the wherewithal to say, okay, let me reset my feet one last time to see if I catch somebody slipping. And you know what I mean? Nobody was there, and he did his thing, got down, and lived to see another play. And then, of course, the boy Danny Gray, I tweeted after the game, man, we got to get him a package up in here, man. This guy reminds me so much of a guy that I wish the Niners didn't miss out on in their own backyard, Deshaun Jackson. But this guy is 6'2", Deshaun Jackson. So I feel like there's a lot of potential there. And good game overall. And I'd be remiss not to mention also Aaron Banks and Buford, because those guys held it down on the inside, and obviously we didn't have our starting tackles, so you can understand the pressure coming up the end. But good game overall, and I saw everything I needed to see.
Yeah. I want to make a shout out. I was just
What up,
on her show. Shout her out, Maria. God bless you, sister. Listen, you and Tarrant or Tehran? I think it's Tarrant. Yeah. Please forgive me for butchering your name, man. God bless you both. Keep evolving. I love y'all show. What's up to you as well? To our faithful viewers, please check out 49 Faithfully. Beautiful content, amazing content over there. Check them out. Again,
Yes.
shout out to Maria. 49, what's up, bro? Welcome back, man. What's going
Thank you,
on,
man. Thank you,
bro? Yeah, let loose, man. What's up?
Yo, all I know is great to see our team back on the field, man. Even if it was preseason, I don't care. You know, it's just good to see him out there. And man, I was feeling the Drake Jackson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The rookie, he's all over the place, and he's a monster, right? That guy.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, he was all over the place, and so I was feeling him, and then of course Hufanga with that hit. You know, I've been a Hufanga fan, you know, since we signed him. He's built different, you know what I mean? He's got that aggressive. That's what we need. You know, we knock some people out. It happens. It's football, right?
Hey, 49, I gotta say, man, you got this like classic, like old school Vince Lombardi, old school NFL football head coach voice, man. That's just like a killer. That's a killer football voice you got there, man.
I appreciate that.
Yo, Bashar, my Uncle Keith always be getting on regarding his voice.
I just call him the voice. That's all.
They should have had you in that movie, Rudy or something. They should have thrown you in one of those type of movies.
Yeah, like yo, 49 can also do brick by brick as a narrative.
Oh yeah, I definitely hired it. Try to do some voiceover work, man. You can find your niche. And I want to say what up to Mariah too, man. One more thing, that comment about, hey man, hey, hold up, let's hold up on these nachos. I want to see if Trey's gonna throw a touchdown. I love that, man.
Yes.
Oh man. Uncle Keith, what's up, bro? Did you watch the game last Friday, Uncle Keith?
I watched every second of it. Yes, I did.
Man.
So let's start from the less obvious. Let's talk about the receiving team on special teams. You could see an immediate improvement with the receivers and the schemes they set up for returning the ball on the punts and the kickoffs. Right. Much better than last year. Let's talk about my man, my favorite rookie, Drake. The field knowledge he had was about positioning and field awareness when he tipped that ball. I have never seen a rookie come on the field in a first preseason with as much lateral coverage, not depth, lateral, side to side, where we have our issues, than Drake. He is a beastmaster with a brutal attitude, which is what I said before he first came, remember? Yeah. I was always talking about Drake's attitude. You see the guy is a killer. Yeah. And, of course, return of the Mac. Let me explain something to you. He knocked things loose in that cat. He needed to wipe off his face when he got hit so hard.
Yes.
When he went back to the bench, he checked his shorts. I'm telling you, he got snuffled. Straight up.
Hey, Uncle Keith,
The only thing he saw on the
put,
side of the bench was a repeat. He thought he was watching reruns.
they could have had you and Rudy too. You could have been the guy instead of the guy that said you're 5 foot nothing, 100 and
I'm trying
nothing.
to tell you.
They could have had you in that role, man.
I've seen shallow plants in the cornfield. I'm telling you, he got put down. And let's talk about Trey just for one more second.
Hey man, do your thing, bro. We freestyling tonight. What's up?
The thing I liked the most about what Trey did in the short time he was out there was he didn't look panicked. Okay, I can allow for rust, but don't look afraid because everybody's watching you. And he was on the biggest stage of his life, high school, college, or otherwise, was that first preseason because everybody's putting everything on him. He's going to have to slide. He knew that. And it was a smart slide. Yeah. But that was the command of himself. Forget the team. The command of himself was the most important thing I saw in that first preseason. That throw has some wind under it.
Yeah. But it was his first time ever, Uncle Keith.
I'm not mad at him. I had a first time too in my life. He's not discussed that. And I wasn't as in command as he was.
I know that's right.
First thing I got to look at that one too. Y'all got to watch that red cup.
Bashar, welcome to our show, Bashar.
This is fun, man. I'm having fun here,
blushing,
guys.
are you?
What was that?
You're not blushing. I heard you cussing. You can't be blushing.
Oh.
Hey man, the bend on Drake Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes.
That size, bro.
See?
He looked
He
like
can make up for a lot of mistakes.
he looked like D Ford out there. Like that bend, because D Ford, that's what made D Ford who D Ford is.
Yeah.
And it was that bend, it was that agile bend, and like Unc was saying, that side to side, that play where he tipped that pass, bro.
It was situational awareness.
Man.
Right.
It is
for a rookie too. Crazy.
For so long.
Yo, Ty Austin.
Who we've had on that other side, you know what I'm saying? Those runs get extended outside of him, you know what I'm saying, because of that lateral. And so if Drake really can keep everything contained, because we got the linebackers, it's just keeping them on the inside.
Yeah.
Do it that way. He gonna grow into it, you know what I'm saying? He gonna grow into it for sure. But yeah, this guy's, bruh.
If he's already getting it, wait till he gets his feet on the ground. That's gonna be ugly over there.
We talking about Bosa, Armstead, if Kinlaw stay healthy, and then you got Drake Jackson. I mean, at a time,
Cut the field in half.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Hey, but who got scared though? Who got scared when he got hurt?
Oh man.
No, I ain't get scared, yo.
Shit.
You know why?
I had a feeling it was just a stinger.
Yeah, exactly. Because normally if it's something severe, yo, they will put a brace on it. In my opinion, for what I've observed during injuries, they normally put a brace on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the reason I thought it could have been he went to the medical tent and then he went straight to the locker room and didn't come back. That is usually not good news. You can watch all the football you want, you'll know that ain't usually good news.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
When you don't come back without your helmet and at least sit on the sideline, that's usually
yeah. That's a good point. Good point, Jizzle. Good point.
Everything's about timing now. You got a team that's injury prone like the 49ers have been the last 5 or 6 years. You don't take any chances with anybody that's essential to your team. And the other thing is get proper observation in a proper amount of time. We didn't need to see anything more from him. Take him back there. Set him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We know he can ball.
Yeah. Again, shout out. Hey, Uncle Keith, I'm sorry, bro.
No, I was going to cuss at my dog. I'm sorry.
All right.
She lit a cigarette.
Shout out to 49ers throwback. I seen you mention earlier that I forgot about Burford. Yeah, you're right. I forgot to mention him, but I didn't forget him. I didn't want to say too much regarding who I was impressed with, because I said earlier I was impressed with a lot of players. It's not just one player with me. Because one thing about me, I will always keep watching the game over and over again and just look at who was very impressive. But like our general manager Prez had mentioned, Banks and Burford was very impressive on the offensive line. Like Bashar has said, I think Jizzle also has said, I don't think there was any problems at left guard regarding Banks, nor right guard regarding Burford.
Zero pressure.
What do you say, Jizzle?
Yeah, zero pressures allowed.
Yeah, exactly. We knew that McGlinchey needed reps. You follow what I'm saying? And he also needed that in-game speed again. You follow what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad that they had him out there, and I'm also glad that's why they took him out. I was concerned about him getting hurt. It was saying that I think the right side, on the side of his knee, it was infected or irritated or something like that. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. It's something.
It was something unusual.
From what I heard, it was a lingering injury from the day before the preseason game was played or something.
Gotcha.
So I didn't read much into it, but I did hear that part.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it happens, man. These guys play a physical sport. Let me while this is on my mind, so I won't forget, I want to share something with y'all. Let me look for this.
While you look, can we talk about Ray McLeod real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Ray.
Do your thing. Go ahead.
Let me say something. He has a first step that's called a panty dropper because everybody was going the wrong way.
Bruh.
I'm trying to they caught that ball. Zoom.
Bruh.
Matter of fact, I almost sneezed and changed the channel by accident. That move was so quick. I'm trying to
He made Sudfeld's job easy, man. It's like the first freaking first play of the drive, and boom, touchdown.
Yeah.
He sat him down. He sat that corner down, bruh.
I mean, he could have turned around and looked at him.
Oh, he fell. No, he fell.
I know.
That was crazy, bro.
Fifth Hall, y'all see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Reason why I brought this up so I won't forget. Remember I was mentioning what David Lombardi had mentioned, that when Trey Lance had threw that pass,
2.5, yeah.
2.5, guys. But that was a deep pass though.
Yeah.
It wasn't no short pass. And this is all with respect to Jimmy G. But that wasn't no short pass that Jimmy G be throwing. This was 2.5. So I did my little research. Our beloved First Lady, would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Derek Carr's average time to throw against the Broncos was 2.33 seconds, tied for the third fastest among starting quarterbacks in Week 1 per Sport Radar US. Carr averaged 2.55 seconds last year. 2019 Week 1, Cam Newton 2.24, Jimmy G 2.31, Jacoby Brissett 2.33, Derek Carr 2.33.
Okay. Now, thank you, our First Lady. So, Derek Carr in 2018, his average was 2.55 in 2018. Now, and I brought this up just to show our appreciation based on what we witnessed last Friday for Trey Lance to stay in the pocket, one, look down the field. He didn't overreact when the pocket was collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 2.5 on a deep pass, and he was right on target. Right on target. So I just want to share with the faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers how impressive that was to me, and also it should be to us in regards to his release time, being under pressure, if he was under pressure, because I still think he was poised, just like my Uncle Keith was saying. What y'all think, guys?
Plus, yeah.
Go ahead, Press.
No, you go ahead, 49.
Oh, I was just saying, plus, there was no panic. There was no overthrow. There was no hospital ball. I mean, I know it's preseason, whatever, but man, it looks smooth.
Yeah.
It looked like you've been doing it for years and years, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
And to have like a connection with a first year receiver like that, like so quickly, like that's definitely a good sign.
That's super talent on both ends of that combination, though. I mean, Gray is just a route runner like you wouldn't believe.
Yo.
Right.
I mean, seriously, you couldn't draw it any better than he ran it.
Facts. And it's important on that route, because if he doesn't run that route or he's not in that position, then Trey doesn't have that room on that corner of the side, on that quarter of the field. And so then you get into the two sides of it that are most impressive to me is where Trey Lance put that ball, like where it ended up next to that hash to the sideline, like that.
Yes.
That throw and their talent, them together, and Danny Gray running that route and being in that position, that is something that looks like, you know, they've been playing 2 or 3 years together.
That's fact.
That's
Hey, Mark, do you ever replay that play?
Oh yeah, it's insane.
I mean, do you ever replay that queued up anywhere?
All right, while y'all talking, let me look for Uncle Keith, okay?
That's a good.
I wanted to add this because we're talking about connection and chemistry.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it's going to be week 1 when we're finally going to see Lance out there with Ayuk, because Ayuk obviously they said was the most dominant player in camp, and he's got this connection with Lance. And another good thing I heard today was there was some article that came out today. I didn't actually read it, but I saw the headline. It said like, oh, Debo and Lance are starting to build some chemistry. There were some naysayers out there that were calling on the Rombo show trying to say that, oh, Debo doesn't have any chemistry with Lance, and Debo's gonna not like playing with Trey Lance. Like, dude, like Debo held out. He arrived late, so of course he's gonna be slightly out of shape. Of course he's gonna be, rusty. That's how it is whenever you hold out. Like hold your horses, guys. It's gonna be fine.
He got his bag though.
I'm sure there's a little rust, but when you're like a great player like Debo is, like that chemistry is gonna come, real fast, and it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially when you have to be competitive just to get an opportunity. There's a lot of talented receivers on this team.
Boy.
Yeah.
So you can't just get up. You got to step up.
Yeah.
Or you will not see the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, how long has it been since we said that? There's a lot of good receivers on this team.
Exactly. It's been a long
time.
It's been a long time, man.
Which makes your quarterback so much more valuable.
So many weapons, man.
It's been a long time.
We said not too long ago that having a receiver like Debo is probably since TO.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, you got a lot of potential TOs in there.
I got the video set for you, Uncle Keith. Before I get to that, being that we're talking wide receivers, just a question that popped in my mind. And I'm gonna start with our special guest. God bless you again, Bashar. My question to you, bro.
Thank you.
Do you think, you're welcome, no doubt. Do you think it's a possibility the 49ers may either keep 6 or maybe squeeze 7 wide receivers on our roster?
I haven't heard the talk about 7. I'm hoping they do 6. Because I'm hearing a lot of the reporters saying, "Oh, well, they might only keep 5," and I'm thinking, no, we got too many good guys to only keep 5. Like, we got to keep 6. So,
exactly right.
yeah, if they keep, I don't know. I don't get this. This is one thing I don't understand about the NFL is that they increased the weekly. So instead of a 16-game season, we have a 17-game season, right? I just wish they would increase the size of the roster, so you can have more. I just feel like we let go of so many good, talented players, and this season more so than ever, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I agree.
And the rate of injury has gone up with the additional game too, so you need to keep at least 3 more players on your roster. I'd be happy with 56 or 57.
Well, I'm glad they increased the practice squad because it was
that's good that they did that.
Exactly.
And then they gave it to where you can have certain players every week. I think it's 5 every week that they can't be claimed from another team. So you can protect your best players in the practice squad that you want.
Can you put up Ty Alston's comment about the receivers on the screen? I think that's pretty funny.
Which one was that? This one?
Yeah. That one.
I wasn't excited about Jerry. Oh yeah.
Nope.
Nah,
Not at all.
I wasn't.
I was excited about Quentin Patton to a certain extent, man. He was like,
I thought Patton was gonna be good. I thought he was gonna be good.
I thought he was gonna be good a little bit.
I found myself every game just saying run forward. It always seemed like he was going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that, though. He did do that.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, I was really big on Marquise Goodwin until he got hit. I think at that Lambs game when he could have had 1,000 yards receiving yards.
I remember.
You remember that, right? Yeah, man. But other than that, man, it kind of like went downhill to me after that hit. You know, so.
And with Goodwin, he always had some off the field issue. I mean, it's just like he was never around for the season, you know, because he always had something going on.
Yeah, I agree. So, Favorite Huddle, I got that video. Let me share that with you all and also our faithful viewers. I started to play the whole thing, but I said, let me get this from my uncle. Okay, so let me see. Matter of fact, let me back it up a little bit.
Hey, full screen it.
Please. See, you know what? I was trying to do that. Let me know how it looks on y'all end, because
that's true. That's true. It's probably that.
I was working on it and it shows something else and it didn't look right.
Try it.
Okay. Let me know, guys, how it look.
All right.
Y'all can see it?
Nope.
No, it looks weird. That's YouTube?
That's my point. And I've been working on it earlier today, and I was like, "Yo, why?"
If it's from YouTube, is that from YouTube? If it's from regular YouTube, just send me the link in the private chat. I could try to share my screen and see if it works. Because I've shared my screen all the time during my shows.
I mean, if you want to look it up, like type it in. Let me see how it looks once I play. Is that okay, everybody?
Go ahead.
Yeah, play.
All right, cool.
Missed Dobbs earlier, does not miss him here. Here's the kickoff return by Marcus Johnson on across the 20. Trey Lance was scheduled to play.
That looks pretty good right there.
Down the first series with the run by Sermon.
Here you go, Keith.
Take a deep shot.
I got you.
Sideline right open.
Look how open he is.
Right over the shoulder, too. Beautiful.
Look how open he was.
Danny Gray.
He's because it's that route, like you were saying.
Danny Gray was big. Danny Gray was doing the big stepping dance. He was big stepping.
Look at the feet.
Yo, who is that? I think that's McKivitz, though.
You see that? This guy's got 7 yards to the left of the defender.
Hold on, let me
that much clearance.
Trays and bombs. Trey Lance to the speedster. Danny Gray on third down.
Big stepping.
Now we've seen enough.
Give me.
That's McKivitz, like I said, number 68.
Look, see the spread?
You don't have to hold it 3 seconds. That ball was out, I promise you, in 2 seconds.
Jizzle, I think that's McKivitz, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, McKivitz was a left tackle. The right tackle was Skule. Left tackle was McKivitz, right tackle was
That's what I
Skule.
was saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So,
Thank you.
no doubt. So
I just like the clearance he had on the defender. He took a hook route and got 7 yards spread from the receiver. You could have thrown a bus in there.
And he gets it off of his speed, but he also has to get that type of space from the very beginning. From the footwork. You get that.
I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, but no, that's on money, man. That's good scheme. You know what I'm saying? Shanahan probably lined him up on the hash, so it all plays into it. Perfect.
I just think defenses are definitely going to have a problem. You know, now we actually have deep threat. We have Trey who could actually throw it accurately. You know, and with that, like it just opens up other things. You know, the play of Debo, the play of Ayuk, the play of Kittle. You know, so many different weapons. I'm excited.
It's gonna open up the whole field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna. And then the defense shutting it down. Come on, man. Let's go. I'm ready.
As long as we stay away from we get the lead and go conservative. If we can stay away from that would be great. Don't go up by 21 and 11 from that.
Enough that hopefully things will be different.
Yeah.
So
run game. That's why we have to get the run game. Like because you only gonna convert and things like that with the run game. Everything else is passing territory, so we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the biggest difference that we have from Jimmy that I can see Jimmy and Trey in certain situations is gonna be those 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 plays where they were difficult for Jimmy to convert sometimes, and I don't think it's gonna be that way with Trey. And so I think that'll be a big place, even this year, where we're able to move the chain, stay on the field, like especially if coming to the playoff time, those big games down the stretch where you got to win, offense got to stay on the field and help our defense out from that. It's because you can have the best defense in the league, but if you constantly 3 and outs and things like that, then they on the field. And we just ran out of gas. We just ran out of gas, man. Like that 4th quarter versus the Rams. You know,
Damn.
like it just
had our run game been what it normally is in that game, well, I think we would have came out on top. It just goes to show though the argument I've been telling people that, like, you know, our defense, our run game help carry Jimmy, and when you see the run game falter and everything falls on Jimmy's shoulders, it's not always a good thing. So
it's fact. Yeah.
I don't know how else I can say it, but when I say certain things, people are like, "Oh, you're a hater. You want Jimmy to fail." It's like, I'm not saying I wanted him to fail before the game. I'm saying I saw the game and he failed.
Right. And there was just somebody after Gray made that play on Twitter. Somebody was saying, "Well, Jimmy G made that play." Well, he probably could have made the play and got it to Danny Gray, but Danny Gray wouldn't have scored. That's the thing. That's different.
He would have made the play out of 5 tries. I mean, sure. I mean, it would have been like, with Lance, it's automatic. I was going to say one more thing. I was listening to this on podcast. It's a really good podcast, actually. It was SB Nation, Niners Nation with Rob Stats Guerra and Kyle Posey. You guys probably heard those names. They said something really, really cool that made me laugh. They said, for once, we're finally going to watch the 49ers. And before the ball is snapped, you don't have to see all the defensive players within the view of the camera before every snap.
Yeah. Read that field. You're right. Absolutely.
So let me ask y'all, Faithful Huddle. It just popped in my mind. Purdy. What y'all think of Purdy?
He's pretty good. No.
He going against dudes that ain't gonna be in the league, so I don't.
Yeah, I'm not feeling him, to be honest. I like Sutfield, but I'm not feeling Purdy.
Sutfield played. I think Sutfield played well, but Sutfield going up against like 3rd string. So I didn't realize he had been in the league like 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he's bounced around a little bit.
Purdy looked pretty good when he played out there. He was 3 for 6 for 36 yards. He scored a touchdown. He did pretty good, man. He looked very impressive. I mean, he gave me that he reminded me of Nick a little bit, but more accurate with his passes. Which I think, yay, no.
Mullins, yeah. Nick Mullins, yeah.
I ain't buying that one.
Preseason's hard. I like preseason. It's just really not it. Most of the time, you know, it's like I don't go off of stats like for too much. You know what I'm saying? You want to look at individual players and how they do, but the stats don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Ultimately, like even with Trey Lance, you know what I'm saying? Green Bay didn't have any of their starting middle linebackers or either their edge rushers playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and not nothing against Trey out there playing, but it's like none of it really matters because it's like it ain't what you're gonna see. It ain't gonna be who's out there from that standpoint.
I don't know. Purdy looked good to me though. I
think all 3 actually did really well.
Yeah. I just want to start with him and work my way back up the surface. I think Purdy looked good though. He looked poised. He looked confident. His accuracy was on point. I mean, I'm like, I see why they selected him. I'm like, he's pretty good. You know.
I was gonna say about Purdy. In the 2020 season, Purdy was a really good. In 2021, he fell off a little bit. And in the 2020 season, he was expected to go a lot higher in the draft had he came out early. I was actually watching him because somebody I knew in some chat I was in was talking about him a whole bunch. And one thing I liked about Purdy was he had some ability just to make plays with his feet. So you get out of the pocket, do throws, make throws on the run. I saw a little bit of Russell Wilson in him, just a little bit. But obviously, I didn't know this because I didn't really diagnose him too much or analyze him too much. But obviously, what we've been hearing in camp about Purdy is his lack of a deep ball or his lack of an arm. Period. They're trying to say that he had, Grant Cohn was ripping on him about his arm all throughout camp, and so I think aside from the arm and trying to throw longer passes down the field, it sounds like Purdy looks like he's pretty well. I think he played 4 years, so he looks pretty experienced when he's out there. But at the end of the day, he's going to be on the practice squad. We're going to try to develop him, and I think, and honestly, Sudfeld impressed me because I didn't expect Sudfeld to look this good and hear good things about him in this camp. And it seems like he stepped his game up, and he's been determined to learn this offense. So I knew he had a strong arm. I just didn't think he was all that good in general. Actually, one time I had mentioned that we were doing a space on Twitter, shout out to Twitter Spaces, and Eric Crocker was on there, and Eric Crocker was like, oh no, I said something about how I didn't like the Sudfeld, and Eric Crocker was like, no, I hear Sudfeld's pretty good. And he was saying this before we had drafted Purdy. And I was like, well, what makes you say that? And he's like, oh, well, some of the players were telling me that he's not too bad in practice or whatever. So honestly, from that point on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off on Sudfeld. I'm gonna see what he's about. So he might just look the part. He looked like an NFL backup, a decent one, and God forbid any injury. But if Sudfeld had to step in for a game or two, I'm not gonna be too worried, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Wasn't Purdy Mr. Relevant too? The last player picked.
Yeah.
He was, yep.
Sure
now,
was.
There's a special place for quarterbacks playing in the NFL that have been Mr. Relevant. I'd imagine he went into camp with a hell of a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And really put his nose to the grindstone.
Yeah.
So based on that alone, I'd say I'd give him a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty good. Like Bashar, he's pretty good.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be show and show and tell this Saturday against the Vikings.
Yep.
Do we see Trey though?
I don't think so, bro.
We wouldn't put him out there.
I don't want to see him. I don't want him out there on this game.
I agree, bro. I don't
think out there.
Yeah, I agree.
No reason.
But it's definitely gonna be showing. I'm telling you guys. I like Purdy. I'm like, yo, this dude look very confident and very poised, and I like that in a quarterback. I mean, yo, I was impressed. He knew
the playbook.
Huh?
He knew the playbook.
Yeah.
So he put himself in position to be successful, and that's what a good backup does.
Yeah. I would tell you this. When I was watching him, I wasn't like, oh my God, what is he doing? I wasn't like that. I was like, yo, this guy is leading this team. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, I'm like, yo, I was just curious what the Faithful Huddle thought about his performance. I think it was really good. I think
it's hard to judge it in a vacuum when you consider it, and a lot of the focus was on Trey. Everything after that pretty much seemed like garbage time unless I was watching the defense or special teams.
Your 49ers throwback said no, thank you. Let him rest.
That's right. Let him rest.
Mark, we was trying to be nice to you, but you just kept on holding to the bone. You know what I'm saying? You just wouldn't let go of the bone.
I got you. Let's move right along. So let's talk about the running back core. Is there any concerns with Elijah Mitchell? Like, is he hurt or is he injured? Like, I don't know if y'all discussed that while I had a
It's a hamstring.
Yeah.
But isn't that a genuine injury with him?
It was happening last year. I mean, ultimately, Elijah just isn't probably going to be somebody that's going to
be very durable.
Do a bell cow. You know what I'm saying? So I think Shanahan's going to have to probably just be selective of when he plays him.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because if he stays healthy, man, he's a home run threat every play. Every play, he's a home run threat.
Yeah, well, the hamstring, the way he cuts, if you got a weak hammy, it could pop in the fourth game and that's it.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is who I forgot to mention. Jermichael Hasty. I was very impressed with him Friday night. I really was. Faithful Huddle, y'all know we've been saying that it's a possibility Hasty may not make the roster because we've been hearing and also we've been reading a lot regarding Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
You know, when I was watching the game Friday night, I was like, yo, when they gonna put Mason in? They ain't put him in till like late fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, yo, where's this guy that everybody keep talking about and writing about how fast he is and how good he is? And I'm like, yo, where is he at? And as soon as I said it, they brought him in. And I was like, okay, I see.
They may be trying to hide him.
Huh?
They may be trying to hide him.
It's a possibility, GM. It's bro. It's a possibility, B.
Because you know, Shanahan probably really wants to be able to keep Wilson just because he's the most tenured and the veteran, and he knows it inside and out, and that's an asset, especially for a bunch of young running backs. And so the best play would be to like really just like, okay, we know what you are. You know what I'm saying? If we can sneak you on, because if he goes out here and balls, he's going on somebody's 53. He's definitely going on Seattle's 53. If anybody else's, if Seattle's there and he going. So,
and to be fair, TDP had the most carries of that game Friday. He had 10 carries for 36 yards. Then Trey Sermon, he had 6 carries for 11 yards. Jordan Mason, that came in late of the game, he had 6 carries for 30 yards. I'm just telling y'all this, you know, because my next question is, and also to our brother Bashar, then I mentioned earlier regarding, do y'all think we should keep 6 or 7 wide receivers? Should we stay at 6 wide receivers and have 6 running backs?
No, it's 6 and 5. 6 wide receivers and 5.
Only reason I asked was because I read this article earlier today, and it was talking about how it may be a good option to consider regarding Kyle Shanahan always
run first.
running the ball. So for like a backup, you know, when I read it, I was like, okay, I see the writer's point, but I'm like, and I was thinking, I'm like, well, is he counting Juice as the 6th running back? You follow what I'm saying?
The challenge I have with that, Mark, is this: run first is great, but you built your team around going downfield.
No. It's a run.
Run first. Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, Trent Williams.
It's run first.
Run.
Man, it's run first.
What I'm talking about as far as the number of people you keep, would you be worse off?
Kyle's always going to run first.
Yeah,
so running backs are
never changing. That's never changing, and you don't want it to, because then that offense isn't his. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Huh?
You're good. Hey.
Oh, this offense isn't as potent as going to be, because the biggest thing that comes to this, that Jimmy G succeeded with the play action. You know what I'm saying? Wait till Trey Lance gets a hold of it. You know, you got to be able to run the ball, just because move the clock and we ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it.
I was only saying in regards to the number of people at each position. Gotcha. I'd rather have more my thoroughbreds, a backup to my thoroughbreds than to my basics. These guys are pretty solid. The only person that's having any real injury would be Hasty. And of all the stat lines you read, who had the worst stat line?
Honestly,
6 for 11.
Well, but there's context to that.
Yeah. And who he's playing against?
I'll say one thing about Hasty. Like, I think he overall had a good game, but I don't know if you guys were paying attention to that one kickoff. He fielded, and he let it go out of bounds, but he just inexplicably didn't know the rules, and he ends up catching it, and we could have been on the 40.
I remember that.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I don't know.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the things that if you want to make a 53,
he's been here. He's been here too long for that. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Exactly.
And then the coaches put out a report on him that he had a problem focusing. I'm not real high on Hasty. Never have been.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm not either.
You know, and I'll tell you why. For all that speed and ability, you're keeping a guy on a team that you really can't rely on because he gets injured too much.
I do like the fact that Hasty's very shifty and he hits top speed right away. I've always admired that part about that game, about his game. For a little guy, he does have a little knack for the end zone. My question, what I keep hearing from Cap is that he's really good receiving out of the backfield, but I get, but I just don't see him as a Shanahan type running back though, because I just don't see him as a guy that could pick up the blitzes. He's just a small little guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm hating on him, but I've never seen him as a guy that could do that. But I just, we drafted TDP, we drafted Sermon. It's going to be hard for guys like Hasty, even in my opinion, Jeff Wilson Jr. to possibly make the team.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm thinking. I mentioned this many shows ago. I'm thinking Trey Sermon. You know what, Jizzle? I think I caught what you said, bro. Anyway, I think Trey Sermon will be that guy that we see from Hasty and more, like you were saying, Bashar, to take up the blitzes. I would like to see. This is just me. I don't know if the faithful
running back too.
I would like to see Trey Sermon. I want to see him as a punt returner. Could you see how they use Hasty as a punt returner?
No, I don't.
No?
There better not be nobody back there but Ray McLeod.
Ray.
And if you put Hasty back there, where do you get the most hamstring injuries from?
Hasty's only back there. Hasty was only out there at that point because he wasn't putting in Ray McLeod.
Yeah. I got you.
Ray is your premier horse back there.
Right.
Don't take away touches.
You understand? They was giving us different looks, but also they was doing those looks to see if they're going to elevate at that position. And let's keep it real. Even during regular season games, Hasty was a punt returner. So I was just asking, like, what y'all think about, let's just say if Hasty don't make it, can y'all see Trey Sermon back there just in case?
Trey Sermon?
No.
You don't have a vision.
You have, it would be second in line after Ray McLeod. Would be Danny Gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breakaway speed.
Okay.
Trey Sermon on the practice squad.
Worst case scenario would be IU.
I'm not feeling that guy at all.
You're not feeling who?
Sermon.
I'm not feeling Sermon at all, man. That guy.
And that's why. See,
I'm not either. Like, that's why I wouldn't want him back there, because it's like he just, I don't know. Yeah. He doesn't have that like.
He doesn't have that lightness on us. Like he knows where he's at half the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about situational. We talked about Drake earlier and situational awareness. We need to have that in every facet of our game. Okay. We got a rookie coming out there laterally reading the field better than most pros.
Right.
Other pros. And you got a guy in Sermon that he's got to really be coached.
Sermon's running back too. Y'all do realize he lost 6 yards. He had 2 3-yard losses, both because of McGlinchey.
Yeah.
Both of those losses were 3-yard losses to McGlinchey. He's running back too. Shanahan, he didn't start that game.
What are you talking about? Friday?
Yeah. Friday's game.
I take 3. I give him 3.
So you're gonna harp on McGlinchey and it's his first game back?
Oh, I'm not. McGlinchey's been what he's been. But we had this call, but we said this when we had this 4 or 5 months ago when we were talking about should we keep McGlinchey. I said from like he is what he is, and now he went back down to the weight where he got dominated. He already got dominated in pass blocking, and he lost weight, and he doesn't have the technique. Ultimately, he is too tall for the position in the offense that we run. He's too.
My bad, Press. You say he got dominated at the size that he was in 19?
Dominated.
No, that's what I said. Dominated at
pass blocking. Not run blocking.
Well, he played good in 19 though.
If y'all just go back and play McGlinchey's stats. Go play of the snaps. He didn't get beat. He held 1 out of 5, I believe. McGlinchey's man was always at Trey Lance, and it's not so much. And it's like now he's not playing again, and so then he's gonna come back and he's still not playing. I'm just not a McGlinchey fan. And no, I wasn't saying that about McGlinchey to down him. I was saying that about why Trey Sermon's numbers were what they were. when we say he had 11 yards, well, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 11 net yards.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But McGlinchey, he's become a great deal. And we were wondering coming off an injury what he was going to be able to do. And then like he's done much.
Yeah.
Well, and then he got hurt again. We talking about the knee.
Didn't we have people when we picked our rosters like one person ahead of McGlinchey?
Well, okay, so let me. I don't know, Uncle Keith. I really don't know. I would say this. I think McGlinchey needs more reps.
But when's he gonna get them? He gonna get them week 1?
Hey,
I just think every we've talked about the O-line ad nauseum the past like 7-8 shows, whatever it is. Yeah. I just think like every year it's the same complaints. Oh, the O-line. Oh, the O-line. Like even like going back to even like 2012, like seeing on Twitter and stuff. Oh my God, the O-line. The O-line really doesn't do too much in training camp, and the players have even said it. I just think we all need to wait until the regular season just to see what happens. And I think I think everybody's going to gel.
I hope so. Listen, I'm optimistic about it. I hope so. Of course, we mentioned earlier in our show, when Press with Banks, Burford. Oh man, Brendel did good. See, I forgot about Brendel.
I was going to mention that too.
Yeah, man. Brendel did real good, man. It's unfortunately my other guy, Bronskill, was hurt, but we discussed last show, and I was telling the favorite Huddle, I think Brendel got the spot. I really do.
Yeah, I think so too.
Listen to his presser maybe a week or two ago. He sounds very confident. And he mentioned the chemistry that him and Trey had built last training camp had made everything solidified that he should be the starting center. He didn't say that, but he was saying that he know that the organization is going to put the best player on the field on week 1. So we'll see regarding offensive line. Prez, I understand what you're saying regarding McGlinchey, man. It's kind of like, you know what? We so in remembrance of his actions from the previous years. We need to see something new, and I agree with you, bro. And like our first lady said, starting the season, I'm just hoping, and we hoping, and the Faithful Huddle is hoping that we see something different regarding that right side, and it's gonna take some time. I don't know.
And don't forget, like Kyle's been playing musical chairs, not just with the center position, but he's given Trent Williams rest and stuff like that. I mean, as soon as we get like a unit and that's in there, I think like I said, I think we'll gel. And Prez, I wasn't trying to come at you. I just
no. No, it's definitely no. I definitely feel you. I didn't.
Yeah. 49. What's up, bro? Listen, what you think about Javon Kinlaw, man? From Friday.
That guy's a beast, man. He's just. I think he had his mind set on Grant Cohn the whole game, and he's just like, all right, every play I go against is Grant Cohn.
Yeah,
man, that guy's back in shape. He's in top form again.
Yeah,
he's another beast, man. Like, we're so stacked all over the team. It's as long as we stay healthy.
Yeah,
I mean, watch out, NFL. Seriously, it was good to see him though.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good.
Yes.
He looked good Friday.
For real.
I was very impressed. What y'all think about Holman? Remember I was texting y'all and I was like, yo, who is wearing 24?
He got beat today too.
Really?
Yeah, no, I hope he's not the next Josh Norman.
Okay.
That was brutal.
How is he on the team?
Prez, I didn't hear you, bro. I'm sorry.
It's so crazy that he's on the team right now over Denard. I'd like to hear why Denard's not on the team anymore.
Yo,
Supposedly Denard asked for his release. It's not confirmed, but that's what it's sounding like.
Say it again.
It sounded from what I was hearing, just the whispers was that supposedly Denard may have asked for his release because he lost his starting position and he wanted to be elsewhere. And I was going to say one thing about Kinlaw because on 49 reminded me. I was telling my friends that Kinlaw, they need to do what they did in the Water Boy. Like Kinlaw needs to look at the quarterback and have Grant Cohn's head on that quarterback, you know, and just do his thing.
I hope that's his motivation all season because then it's going to be deadly.
Yeah.
Yo, it might be so. It might be so. Sure, he might got a picture of him in his locker room. You never know. It might be so. But 49.
And then Grant's gonna say, "Oh, see, because of me, look, look what Kinlaw's doing now." You know?
Exactly. And
we probably shouldn't give Grant that much attention.
Why
49, can you do us the honors, bro, on the banner?
Absolutely. On Monday and Tuesday, 49 is released. Darquez, Denard, Josh, Hockett.
Yeah.
Hockett, thank you. Keyshawn Johnson, Tomasi, I don't know. Okay, that.
Okay, so.
Laulile.
Thank you. And Robert.
Kimchi.
Thank you. Yep.
Kim Diche.
Yeah, Kim Diche.
So all those guys. There you go.
And thank you, Bashar. Thank you, Bashar, for setting me up with Denard, man. I was shocked.
Yeah.
When that came out Monday, I was shocked because he was the first one that I've seen that got released, and I was like, wow. And the first person I thought of was, as you said, Bashar, the Mac. I thought about Womack. I was like, yo, I think he did just enough to claim, I think, that nickel position. In my opinion. I'm sorry,
I think they knew what they had in Womack. And I think they were just waiting to, gain speed to just confirm that.
Yeah, exactly. Uncle Keith, my bad, bro.
I thought so also. I mean, like I said, I've been high on him since day one.
Yeah, you have.
I've seen this kid. They say his work ethic in the training room is outstanding. They said they equate him to Tennessee's running back from Alabama. How he works out, how in shape he is. The guy is just mean strong. Huh? Henry, yeah. I went to a game in Tuscaloosa and watched Henry up close. He had people hollering before he hit him.
Yeah.
That's what this kid is like. Womack is the Mac.
Yeah, I didn't even have Denard on my 53.
Neither.
You did or did not?
I did not.
I did.
I think I did too.
I did. I had him and Womack.
Yeah, I just had Womack. I didn't have him.
Yeah.
Denard's a former first round pick too, by the way. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they
in Nebraska, right?
I forgot where he's from. I gotta look it up to be honest with you.
They were high on him, regarding that Lambs game when he stepped up for him. They was high on him, but like I said before,
but they probably would have kept him, but he asked to be released. I was gonna add when everybody was done. It's nice of us to release him. That's not something some teams would all do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the record, he went to Michigan State University.
Michigan State, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, you know who surprised me a little bit in that preseason game? Because I heard he's having a really bad camp, but I liked him last year in the games, and I was rooting for him. No, what was Ambry Thomas? I saw him get challenged a couple times in the game, and he looked pretty good out there. But I heard he was having a bad camp, so hopefully Ambry Thomas can step his game up and get his groove back.
Yeah, He need more reps, and he needs. I think he needs to learn more. I just think he needs to learn more. And being that he got Jimmy Ward.
Well, he lost his starting position.
Who? Press who?
Thomas.
He lost his starting position to who?
He was the starter last year.
I know, but you say he lost it to who?
Charvarius came in because we signed Charvarius.
Oh, yeah, we already knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's a transition for him. He's
okay.
coming in and amassing what you get to, and then playing in the playoffs and doing very well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The entire playoffs, and then them come in and sign a number one. You know what I'm saying? And you like ass out. It would just because I'm saying it's like, damn, bro, how are you struggling this bad? And so I attribute it to just probably being in that position and losing all that, and he's probably more mental than anything right now.
Yeah. Well, honestly, we needed Ambry Thomas, man, because
he came up big.
Yeah, he did. Because Mosley, he was in and out. Even though Mosley had a good, season, he was in and out.
If people remember, Lenore had it first. Ambry came in and got it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Last year.
Exactly. So honestly, the reason I put this up, not only to show our 50 viewers as a reminder of who was released Monday and yesterday, I was more shocked regarding Denard because there was high on him regarding him being what's the word I'm looking for? Being that he's been like a veteran, he's knowledgeable at that position. And then when I thought about, like I was saying earlier, about what Womack had displayed last Friday, we gotta remember Dante Johnson plays all three positions in secondary. Dante Johnson played nickel, corner, and safety.
He's a lot.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, well, I can see why they let Denard go, because you got Womack, you got Johnson. I remember I was mentioning with Jizzle, me and him was going back and forth. I was saying I like Lennar at nickel because I like his physicality. I think Lennar is more physical than Thomas to me.
Facts. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
He's definitely better. He's definitely better at pressing off the ball.
Right. But I would say this. I think at nickel, Womack is going to be our starter. And I think Lennar and Johnson will be his backup. 49, what you think, bro?
I agree with you. I agree with you on all that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about, man. So I agree with you on that.
Honestly, sometimes I don't, man. Sometimes I just go by what I see. With the display on the field, and I just look at the roster, man. And one thing about the 49ers, they're huge on those that have what's the word I'm looking for, like Jimmy Ward and Dante Johnson. They are our longest 10-year veterans on our team. So I thought, I was like, okay, I see why they let Denard go, because I was thinking about Johnson. And shout out to Dante Johnson. Today, just a reminder. Today would have been his mother's 60th birthday today. So shout out to Dante Johnson. I got to represent Jersey. We love you, bro, out here. So yeah, with that said, Faithful Huddle, but let's move forward regarding the good news and the bad news. Okay. So today we seen that Eric Armstead and Mosley, they have returned back to practice, which is good. Okay. Are we excited and motivated regarding these two great returns? Because we need Eric and Emmanuel to be back.
It's good to get them back, and I think going into week 1 we'll be relatively healthy. I will feel better once we have Charvarius Ward back. It's unfortunate that we probably won't have Jimmy Ward for week 1, but you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is good to have Eric and E-Man back.
Yeah, I agree. What you think, Jizzle, bro?
About what?
What you think in regards, like, what are your excitements regarding Eric and Emmanuel being back and they returning to practice today?
Oh man, I'm very excited. I feel like Our secondary is going to be the best secondary we ever had. I tweeted out that I feel like we're going to be the gold blanket. That's going to be my name for the secondary.
That's
We
right.
just go in, you know.
Yeah. Because when I seen that, I seen it. I think Matt Miyoko had posted on Twitter earlier today regarding Eric and Emmanuel being back. I said yes. We got our strength back in the interior alongside Ken Law, and we got our cornerback number 2 back. And I was like, yes, this is the perfect time before week 1 against the Bears. You know, the timing is so good because for the past couple of days, and maybe I should say weeks, you know, we've been hearing hamstring sprains, you know, regarding our players. So when I seen this news today, I was just so happy and overwhelmed. And as you can see on our panel, Jimmy Ward is the only player that's questionable, like our first lady just mentioned, is questionable for return for week 1. So being that he's questionable and he may not start week 1. So my question to the whole panel, who do you think and who do you want to fill in Jimmy Ward's spot for week 1? Anybody?
Seymour.
Who?
Seymour.
Yeah,
Timor.
she said it.
Free safety?
Yeah.
Okay. 49. What's up, bro?
I agree 100%.
Okay.
Because Jimmy Ward's that dog, and we need that dog back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While he's gone.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too long, man. I get so freaked out with preseason and injuries, and because we've been injury prone for years, and I'm like, that's like our only weakness on this team is injuries.
Right.
And I don't know.
But our strength is our depth this year, unlike a lot of years. We get a lot of depth in a lot of key positions.
That's right. Lots of backups. Yes.
So we don't want to overreact to an injury.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Ultimately, they got real careful with Jimmy Ward. So it's like even if he got the first 2 games, like we got the Bears and the Seahawks, we can afford for him to be out 2 games, you know, especially if it's those 2 games. So, but yeah, him getting back and playing, you know what I'm saying? Because that was what killed him at the beginning of his career, was being out of position and all the injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And the fact that, like, with Kyle, like, he even said, you know, like, that's why, like, they went after, you know, adding depth pieces. It was because of, you know, all the injuries they've had, you know, the past few seasons. So at least they know, and now we're actually, like, prepared for it. You know, hopefully it doesn't happen, but you know, it's good to have the depth that we have.
Bashar, do you agree with T Moore free safety?
Yeah, I mean, I was a T Moore guy, you know, before he had that crazy injury last year. It sucked, but now obviously I heard some mixed reviews about him in camp so far, and he kind of got caught slipping in the preseason game on that deep touchdown. I don't know if he got a little lazy on the play or whatever, but you know, it's I guess it's not going to happen overnight where he's going to be the same player as he was, you know, right off the bat. But at the end of the day, I'm still not too worried about him starting at free safety. Hopefully, you know, by week 1 he gets all the kinks out and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
And our pass rush should be pretty badass, so I'm not too worried. And I was looking at the Bears roster. I mean, they got Byron Pringle as a starting wide receiver. I don't know who he is. Darnell Mooney and Velus Jones, I know, is a rookie, but I mean, Robinson left them, so I'm not really too worried about the Bears roster in terms of receiving.
Yeah, I'm not worried either, man. I'm not worried either.
Don't they also have Neil Harry? Don't they have him?
N'Keal Harry's on the roster. Yeah, I see him behind on the depth chart, though.
No, he's injured. He's out.
Yeah,
Okay,
it looks like they have a lot of
yeah.
injuries on this roster that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Dante Pettis is there.
There's legend.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we all agreed that, you know, okay, T Moore should be free safety. Okay. I agree. And Bashar, you're right. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I watched him, I was yelling at the TV at him, man. I was like, yo, how can you let that go? Like, what? you know. But I was like, because I was really getting on him because he blown a coverage, and I don't know if it was his angle was wrong or what. But I was like, yo, what's going on? I was like, well, maybe he need more reps. And I know he got it. We know he got the speed. I just think his angle of his position for that play was off.
He turned the wrong way initially.
Huh?
He turned the wrong way initially on that
That's
play.
what I'm saying about his angle.
So more than the angle, understanding what the receiver was doing. He misread him.
Yeah.
Got beat.
He got burnt, but it's like, wasn't he out of position? Like he's never there. He's never there.
What position he was? He was free safety.
No,
he was guarding somebody man on man on that play. He wasn't actually backed up on the same
Okay,
yeah.
okay, my bad.
He had to be the strong safety. And so he got burned and toasted and killed. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like a free safety, that's not his forte. Like a free safety is never in those positions.
I thought he was free safety.
He was in that line, he had to be playing strong safety. No free safeties lining up off the line with the wide receiver.
Okay. And Bashar, you were saying he was man to man?
On that play, he was lined up as if he was a corner, but he was probably strong safety. Yeah, manning up on a guy.
Yeah, he was playing press man off the line and got dusted.
He got turned the wrong way.
Yeah, facts.
Played catch up and got burnt, crispy. I'm talking about seriously. He couldn't put no butter on that toast.
Crispy.
I'm sorry, I'm just a country boy.
Love it. Krispy Kreme, baby.
Crispy, crunchy chicken. You guys ever tried that, man?
Now, don't mess with my donuts. Don't mess with my donuts now. He don't qualify as a Krispy Kreme.
I'm talking about crispy, crunchy chicken. Have you guys tried that?
Bashar,
what was that? Bashar?
They got it at every gas station now.
The gas station chicken.
It's good. It's good though. It's real good, man.
It's fine.
The biscuits is good. They got the blueberry biscuits.
I haven't had the blueberry ones. I had the regular biscuits, but they serve the blueberry ones in the morning. I haven't tried them.
I'm in OKC, Bashar. We got it here. Yeah, it's fine. Bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we have one like 20 minutes away from me, but if I ever feel like going there every 2 or 3 months, I drive down there.
Oh, that's right. It sounds like it's worth the drive, right?
It is. It's better than KFC and Popeyes. It's worth it.
Really?
Oh, I second that.
Better than Popeyes?
Oh yeah.
I'm about to say that. Okay, best.
Hold on. It's up there. It's definitely better than KFC.
Say what, Jizzle?
Yo, yeah.
It's definitely better than KFC. It's up there.
No. Not killed free chicken.
Man, I had Popeyes after the hospital a couple days ago. It was trash, man. It was terrible. It was terrible.
You're in Wyoming, bro. I'm surprised there's even a Popeyes out there.
It was in Colorado. We don't have Popeyes in Wyoming.
Okay, well, Colorado too, bro. It's supposed to taste like trash out there, bro.
It was terrible, man. Like straight out the garbage. They just picked it up and threw it on my freaking, you know what I mean? It was bad.
Oh, man. I do a segment on my show where I talk about pizza because I have a pizza oven in the backyard, but I'm always talking about some type of food during my Little Niner shows. Just throwing that out there.
You ever had Church's chicken?
I had it like 20 years ago, so it doesn't count. I can't remember what it was like.
You still feeling it? It's still giving you odds, ain't it? It's some horrible kick, man. For real, man. I don't even.
Somebody to me swears by Church's Chicken, says it's the best out of all of them, and I was like, all right.
First of all,
they're done now. They closed down all of them.
You never see no pigeons flying over Church's Chicken. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't see no cats around there neither. You didn't see a cat back there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm done.
To the
Church's Chicken need to go back to church. You leave out of Church's Chicken with a Coke with no smile. I'm talking this rough.
To the faithful huddle, our brother Bashar have to leave. I have to ask you a question, Bashar. Are you going to the game opener against Seattle?
Yeah, it's good that you brought that up because I actually bought tickets last week, so I am going to the home opener. There's a big meet and greet the night before. in Santa Clara. I'm going to be posting about it a lot on my Twitter. I'm going to be reminding people to just follow me on my Twitter on the screen. It says at 49erminded. I'm connected to a lot of you guys on the Twitter, by the way. I was looking you guys up during the show. I didn't realize this, but K Jizzle4081 is Uncle Sam is Debo. So I was like, okay, I am connected to this guy. I think I might have run into you on Spaces at one point because you've been on my Twitter. Yeah, I always see that cool name, Uncle Sam is Debo, and I'm always liking your stuff. So
Yo,
go ahead.
Yeah, definitely post that the meetup for sure.
I will. Nick, I've been talking to Nick from Nothing But Niners. He's going to be at the same one I'm going to. So I don't know who else from YouTube is going, but I'm going to be posting the information. If you want me to tag you guys in those posts, I can. Whoever's going. If Mark, you're going to go too. You're going to be at the game. Okay, so I'll tag you. I'll tag you in those posts. I'll keep you guys all in the loop. And as far as my channel goes, tomorrow I'm going to have Jay in the Bay. What's good? I can't do it like him, but I'm going to have him on my channel tomorrow around 7:15 Pacific time, and it's been great being on the show. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciate it.
Sure, I have one last question for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What is your record for the season?
Whoa, hit me hard. Interesting. You know what? 11-6. I'm gonna say 11-6.
That's what I said.
All right.
12-5.
And before you go, I got to answer you this question: are the 49ers going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I can't. Oh, okay. Let's just say this: if we go to the Super Bowl, if we make it, we're gonna win it. I'll say that.
Okay.
All right. All right. I gotta be fair.
As Tim Indian said, there's no such thing as a half faithful.
Yeah.
You gotta have that George Michael faith. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, guys. Great having me on. I really appreciate it. Love talking to you guys. We could do it again, and I'm gonna have some of you guys on my show too in the future. All right, guys. Take care.
All right,
Great having you, boy.
Thanks for being a part of us, bro. Appreciate it, man.
That was fun. He was nice.
Yeah, man. That's my guy, man. Good people.
He was really nice.
He said 11-6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you got everybody's picks down?
I do.
Oh Lord, what did I say? And was I sober?
All right, I'm gonna run
14 and 2.
real quick. Okay. Mark, you said 13-4.
Yep.
Troy, you said 12-5.
Okay.
I said 14-3. P Warrior said 11-6. Prez said 11-6. Uncle Keith, you said 16-1.
Yes.
And Jizzle, you said 12-5.
Yes, sir.
And as far as guests go, Cam said 12-5, and Bashar said 11-6.
Okay. Cool.
Can we change
Those
our
receipts? That's right.
Yeah. What did you say, Uncle Keith?
Can we change our picks before the season starts?
No,
I ain't.
you can't change. And I already said whoever has the best record at the end, whoever has the record like on point at the end of the season gets a special gift.
Yeah.
So
No
that's
doubt.
why I'm keeping track of everybody's.
They better go on a win streak then.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you said it, First Lady. To our favorite viewers that are watching, thank you for your availability and your support. Special announcement.
Somebody eating chips.
Starting week 1, we're gonna have a Q&A regarding a selected guest. We're gonna ask 3 questions, and if you get 2 right out of 3 questions, we're gonna give you a gift. It may be a gift card, or it may be apparel of the Always Faithful 24/7. It may be a T-shirt, or it may be
wow.
just like our First Lady is showing.
Oh,
I got a couple of requests already for these. So
First Lady, I wonder where we got that idea from. That's a good.
I want one.
I wonder where you got that idea from.
Whoever thought of this is a genius.
I want one.
Uncle Keith, I'll send you one.
All right. So with that said, in regards to today, Faithful Huddle, where's it at? Got a lot of things going on over here. Okay. All right, so analyzing the 49ers and Vikings joint practice. What was the favorite huddle honest reaction or overreaction for today's practice?
Javon Kinlaw's pancake block.
Yes, I agree.
Making
What?
George Kittle proud.
How did I know you was gonna say that? When I seen that, I done lost my mind. I was like, yo, what? What was that? But anyway, yeah, favorite holder, y'all do your thing.
I'm gonna double back one time and spin the block on Danny Gray. I feel like, man, he's popping, he's flashing, he's popping. You know what I mean? He's showing it multiple times. You know, and that we're gonna find a way to factor him in to basically like I don't know who said it earlier in the show prior to me, but saying like make you have to guard every blade of grass. You know what I mean? And he can be. We had a 3 receiver set where we consistently bring out him, Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, you know, whoever's in the backfield. It's to be deadly.
Okay. Anybody?
Well, my reaction to practice is like Allen Iverson. Practice? Talking practice? No, seriously, they call it a joint practice for a reason. You're going to see some specialty things, but I only watched like 15 minutes, so I'm going to be honest with you.
I think it's good for them to practice against another team.
Yeah.
You know, like Kyle was saying today that it's, you know, change of scenery and, you know, and I think it's good for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. And just like we witnessed last Friday with the connection of Trey Lance and Danny Gray, there was another connection today's joint practice with Trey Lance and Danny Gray. And I just like, wow, man. Just to go back, not Womack, Danny Gray, he was mentioned at the presser, and I'm paraphrasing, like, yo, this guy wants to be great. He wants to be great. He's already saying that him and Trey Lance is going to be great together. They working together, and I like what I'm hearing from Danny Gray, man. I was impressed with the joint practice. I mean, whoever was guarding him, he done left him. And I don't know.
There's a Patrick Peterson.
Okay, yo, Danny Gray had I think he either had to slow down for the pass or he had to stop for the pass because the pass was just a little bit short. But yo, man, I just think the more reps that Trey and Danny Gray will get, they gonna be on point. So I was very impressed with that. Like I mentioned before, I'm happy that Eric and Emmanuel is back. Drake Jackson, he looked good also. You know, they were saying that his hand mechanics is getting better, and I know y'all been hearing a lot about his bend going around the corner to get the quarterback. He almost got a sack today. I think he almost got a sack today. Bosa almost got a sack today. I think Kinlaw almost got a sack today. My question to the faithful huddle, being that Diamador, I won't say exposed. Well, should I say exposed? Where he got exposed at during practice? Was that a bad?
Oh, it's Justin Jefferson. So you know what I'm saying. In context, he's definitely top 3 route runner.
Yeah.
So, but it's still, I mean, you're going up against the best players in the world every week. So,
yeah,
got to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask y'all something?
What's up, bro?
In my mind, I was thinking, do you see Gray possibly replacing Jennings? Not like completely, but I haven't heard nothing about Juwan Jennings at all. Like, is he even? I heard he'd been struggling, but I mean, man, if Gray's that playmaker, is he going to be our number 3, or is Jennings going to hold down number 3? What do you think?
It's possible.
That's a good question. That's a good question. You got me thinking. My bad, Jizzle.
I say it's possible, man. I mean, granted that I feel like Juwan Jennings' skill set is more suited to actual live games where you could be as physical as you need to be. You know what I mean? And that's what he is, a physical receiver. And whereas Gray is more finesse, speed, but you do need the speed too. So like, I mean, if he just keeps flashing like this, then I mean, anything's in play.
Yeah, I think he definitely cuts into Juwan's reps on the field, but it's going to be situational because what we do know is Juwan Jennings is going to move the chains on third down.
Yeah.
And we also know that he's going to go up and come down with most touchdowns in the red zone. He's our legit red zone target.
Thank you.
Okay. So, but outside of that, he's definitely going to run into Juwan's reps on the field.
I think so. I agree.
I think also, I think what we saw in the first preseason game was that speed gives you separation, and you got a young quarterback, you need separation.
Yes.
No matter how accurate he is, having that additional space gives him confidence to put it there. So,
Thank you for answering me, man. I appreciate it. I just had that in my head. Like,
great question.
I agree with Prez, and Danny Gray will get us there, and then Juwan Jennings will just
take it in.
Put the stamp on it in the end zone.
I love that.
And real talk, I don't know if y'all remember, I mentioned that regarding Jennings and Kittle is going to be killing our opponents in the red zone. That's what I believe. And just to go back a little bit, guys, regarding George Kittle. Do y'all remember last season there was concerns regarding Kittle not getting the ball enough. And I'm being honest. Say it again, First Lady.
Because he was blocking. Right.
That too. However, First Lady and our faithful Huddle, I said this. I think Kittle was hurt. I'm telling you guys, I think he was hurt.
It's possible.
I think they was protecting him. And I think they was protecting him and also observing him regarding the blocking game, then coming at him as far as the passing game. Because something was off. I mean, not off with him as far as his performance. Something was off as far as like they wasn't using him as
how they were using him. They were scheming around an injury.
And I kept saying, and Jules, I don't know if you remember, bro. I said I think he's hurt.
Yeah,
you know I'm saying I think he's hurt. He wasn't injured. I just think he was hurt, and I think I didn't mean to cut you off, Uncle Keith. I think he was hurt to the point they didn't want it to lead into an injury if they was to go to him. You follow what I'm saying? And think about it. For these past couple of weeks, we've been seeing George Kittle work on the sideline with Flurry. Is it McFlurry or Flurry? Flurry, right? Flurry.
Yeah.
Right. So he's been working on the sideline, and I'm like, yo. And I'm telling you, I think he was hurt, guys, last year. And I think that was one of the reasons why they had to take other routes along with Debo, because he was also hurt in a running back core. Kyle had to find something to ignite that offense, being that Kittle was hurt, but he was still playing. But Kyle wasn't using George how he normally used him through critical moments. Yeah, Uncle Keith.
I suspected that, and you said that at the beginning, so I did some research on Kittle.
Yeah.
Now, you got a guy that does as much blocking as he did, his size, and he's also a high blocker. His hands are up. Shoulder pad, turn and go. The only kind of injury he could have and still sustain catching the ball is when he did was something in his pectoral area. And they take forever to heal because you're constantly using it. So when they stopped throwing the ball to him, unless it was like close in, with him not having to reach, I think you're correct. But they'll never admit that he was injured in playing.
Right.
Never admit it.
They don't.
And I think he's still healing.
Yeah, I think he is too.
He doesn't look that great. I mean, how many times we talked about him?
If you look, he's been in a red jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in training camp and stuff, but they're obviously, like, we all know, and everybody in the world knows what George Kittle can do.
Yeah.
Right. But what reason why I brought it up, Faithful Huddle, and to our favorite viewers is just to think about his performance and his usage last year. You feel what I'm saying? Because I knew something wasn't right. I knew something was right. Yes, he was on the field, but the way we're used to seeing Kyle Shanahan use George Kittle, it wasn't the same mid-season towards late season. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, something ain't right, but
when he wearing that shoulder harness?
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
But he always wears that though.
That's true too. That's true. I agree with you both. However, all I'm saying is to the Faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers.
That's nice.
That is nice.
What was it? I didn't say it. I'm sorry. I want to. What's up?
49 just flashed us.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. You good, bro? You good? Hey, 49 Road Talk. I'm happy you back, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Appreciate you guys.
Even though we text each other, I like to see the face, man. You know what I mean? I like
right.
And I miss you, bro. Ain't nothing but love between us, bro. Always.
That's right. I appreciate that.
Always said, man, brothers for life. But anyway,
yes.
Well, along with that said, man, I just think Kittle is getting healthier and stronger quietly, as he should. And one thing about the 49ers, they always do things. Well, I'm going to say this. I think the 49ers do things the right way by keeping things under wraps as far as when a player gets hurt or injured. Again, I'm not saying Kittle was injured last year. I'm saying he played hurt to the point his ability wasn't how it used to be previously. So with that said, I just had to mention that because Prez was also mentioning that Juwan and George will definitely be a threat in the red zone. I believe that. I really do believe that, especially with their skill set, with their hands, and also with their height.
And he's the best. He's the best blocking wide receiver on the team by far. Juwan
is, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I have a concern though.
What's up, bro?
Here's a question to the faithful: with as many offensive weapons we have, will there be enough football to go around?
Yes.
Yep. I was thinking that earlier too, man. So many weapons.
I mean, you got Jennings and Kittle. You got at least 4 receivers, and we don't know who's third and who's fourth. That's how talented they all are.
Yep.
I mean, do we have enough and we haven't even talked about the running backs that much.
That's right.
Do we have enough? And we haven't talked about a dual threat quarterback that much. Do we have enough footballs? What a problem, huh?
I think we do.
I think so too.
That's up to the coach, isn't it?
Always has.
It is. And you know what? And you can't cover everybody. So
exactly. We said that so many shows. Like,
yeah.
Again, and I mentioned this, while BA has them occupied down the field, you got a safety and free safety guarding him. Debo, George,
see ya.
Juwan Jennings, maybe Ray, and maybe Danny Gray. Who you going to protect? I mean, who you going to pick?
Weapons, man.
Somebody's gonna be open.
Yes.
You know. So I mean,
so many weapons. It's crazy.
Again, it's a good problem to have.
And we don't even know who's going to have the best season at wide receiver or receiver this year, do we? They all have potential to have breakout years.
I agree.
The guy that can get him the ball. What a problem to have.
Exactly. I'm still pulling for BA though. I really am.
Are you?
Yes. I'm pulling for BA, hands down. I really am.
Well, I'm a player fan with Debo, so I got to stick with my I still love his versatility.
Yeah. And First Lady, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, finish, because then I have another question. So finish.
I was gonna say that and we mentioned it last Wednesday with our great guest, Cam Inman. Kyle Shanahan, he's gonna disguise Debo in a running game. Sure, he might disguise. Well, I'm just joking what I'm saying. He might disguise George Kittle again, like he did last year. I was still impressed with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not kidding with this. Debo and Kyle Juszczyk, I think they're gonna blossom in the backfield. I think Kyle Shanahan is going to disguise Debo to the point the defense is going to be occupied, focus on him to the point Kyle Shanahan is going to script and design some plays for Kyle Juszczyk for the offense. And I think, and that's another player that the faithful, and I'm not saying some or many, but I would say some that the faithful want to see more contributions from as far as the offense, if you understand what I mean, as far as the burn, because you know he was about to say something, Uncle Keith.
I agree with you, but it's about opportunity. Do you have enough footballs for him to get those opportunities?
Yeah.
And I think that's where your challenge lies. How do you develop when you've got 6 horses to feed? You got enough feed for 5.
Yeah.
In an average game.
There were a bunch of times last year where Juice was open. And I said this a couple shows ago that, when we played Tennessee, Juice was wide open, Jimmy overthrew him. So this year when Juice is open, Trey's hitting him.
Yeah.
Boom, First Lady. Go ahead now.
Yeah.
That sounded better than chicken.
Yeah. Yo, you wildin'. Our First Lady, what was your question?
Offensively, who's another team that has the weapons that we have?
Oh, jeez.
Because me personally, and I'm not just saying this because the Niners are my team, but I feel like we have the most weapons
that we play on our schedule, or
no, just in the NFL, the entire NFL.
Man, it have to be like Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Brady, Mike Evans,
Bengals,
Godwin. Bengals are up there. Yeah,
I was thinking Buccaneers and the Dolphins.
Yeah, and Dolphins. Yeah.
The Dolphins quarterback is questionable.
They got the quarterback though, because when I think weapons, the quarterback is the ultimate weapon. I don't know.
I think
now if Tua goes back to his junior year at Alabama, being confident and then you got something. But he had a heck of an offensive line the first year he was in the NFL. He got beat up. I think the Cowgirls have a decent offense.
I don't even think they come close, in my opinion.
I didn't say with the weapons.
Our only threat is the Bills, in my opinion.
That Josh Allen's that man. That's that man out there, bro.
Yeah.
Josh
49. What'd you say at 49 about the Bills? And
I said, yeah.
My bad, bro.
No, that's like our only threat is the Bills because they're pretty stacked, and I don't know, Josh Allen, he's that guy right now.
Yeah, but our defensive line can get to him.
They're gonna have showdowns in years to come. There's gonna be multiple Bills 49ers Super Bowls. I think.
I'm good with that. Let's go.
I agree with that. I think even this year, Bills Niners.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. No doubt.
What was
Yeah, bro.
what was the question?
What?
The offense that compares to the 49ers.
Oh,
Who has
yeah, no, I mean the Bengals. I think y'all went over the teams. You know what I'm saying? If you had a better quarterback, you would throw Minnesota in there.
Minnesota?
Yeah. Oh, you got Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, it's pretty potent.
And I'm forgetting about their tight end. Hey,
And
Jizzle.
the rookie receiver from last year, Raw too.
Yeah. Who's your tight end, Jizzle?
I can't think right now.
Don't they got a good one? Or am I
They
tripping?
do. They have a decent one. Yeah.
I do
It used
think
to be Rudolph. But he's still being gone. I
yeah.
can't think of the guy right now.
Yeah.
Rudolph's in Tampa Bay now.
Yeah.
Vikings
Yeah.
Titans.
But no, I don't think that anybody has a better setup than us.
Yeah. I agree. Let me bring this back.
Shinko.
Back up.
Yeah.
Is there any other reactions or overreaction regarding today's practice?
I think how like the younger DBs, how because when the writers tweet, it's like they don't kind of say like the full story. You know what I mean? And like a lot of other people have noticed that too. Like in training camp when they were like, "Oh, another interception was thrown," but nobody said whether it was Trey Lance, Nate Sudfeld, whatever. But when you see like the younger DBs were like cooked today. They're younger. They're going, like we addressed this before, they're going up against like a good, receiving core. I mean, they got to learn somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree with First Lady. It always comes from the perspective of who's writing it.
Right.
Yeah. So, is there any
the running backs? I'll say they said it wasn't a good day for our run game.
They say what?
It wasn't a good day for our run game.
Oh, okay.
And they also said that we didn't score a touchdown when it was the I think the Vikings didn't score a touchdown either, but we didn't score a touchdown today on the when they were playing everybody together.
No, they said at the end it's a Debo.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Said that was a touchdown?
Yeah, the red zone.
Yeah, that's why they said Trey Lance was
okay, they won. Okay, yeah.
Right. Because they were saying, and I seen two reports. One reporter said Trey was 11 for 18. Then I seen another report that Trey was for 11 for 16. But yeah, I had to think about like, hold on, I thought Debo scored a touchdown. But yeah. Debo scored a touchdown. Good looking, Jizzle.
I don't think we gave up a touchdown though either.
Yes, we did.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Damn. Can't remember who it was.
I think it was Jefferson. Everybody said Jefferson against we have our backup secondary in there though, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey man, listen. This is the time to put up or shut up,
Yep.
And coming up this Saturday, they better show and tell this Saturday. I'm just wondering if it's just gonna be Nate Sudfeld and Purdy.
Yeah.
And,
I think so.
I think so. I think it should be.
It should be. I don't think Trey should be out there at all.
Trey's not playing.
Yeah.
What's that?
He already said Trey's not playing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, hell.
Somebody had asked him today, like, because it's, a hometown game for Trey, like, and his friends and family are coming in. And then Kyle was like, no.
Yeah.
He's not playing at all.
Yeah. All right. So, who should we be looking forward to see this Saturday? Like, who really needs to step up to make a stamp this Saturday to make this team?
Trey Sermon.
Yo. I mean, he's going to make this team. He's gonna make the team. I'm with Press. He's gonna make the team.
Oh, he will, but man.
I'm with you, 49. This is just me, and I've said it many shows ago. I just haven't seen enough from him. And that was the only reason why I was asking the Faithful Huddle, can y'all see him as a punt returner? You feel what I'm saying? Because he has put more weight and more muscle on his body.
Yes.
With that said, because like I was saying, I was impressed with Hasty. However, I'm like, yo, well, how many backs are we going to keep? Because if they don't keep Hasty or Mason, you know, like, yo, who's gonna be that punt return? And I'm cool with Ray, but at the same time, you don't want Ray getting hurt also as a punt returner.
No, that's where he got paid. That's why he got paid, was to be that.
No, I'm with you. But what I'm saying it, okay.
It's Danny Gray to answer your question.
Huh?
It's Danny Gray.
Danny Gray what?
It's his
Backup.
I can't hear you, bro.
Backup.
backup.
For who?
McLeod.
Ray.
Oh, okay. And the only reason why I said that because, again, just a reminder, and I know y'all know, Kyle Shanahan looked at Ray only as a wide receiver. They know, yes, we know we need a punt returner, and Ray is great at that. The issue that I've been reading regarding Ray is him fumbling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? However, he should get better with that. Being that we have a new special teams coach. However, I'm thinking, this is just my opinion. Now, I might be right and I might be wrong. I'm thinking they should switch it up regarding the punt returner because I don't wanna jeopardize Ray getting hurt. You follow what I'm saying?
I thought you were going to say you don't want another Kyle Williams.
Who do you want to switch it up to, Mark?
Ouch.
I was saying Trey Sermon and Ray. I would have them switch it up.
I would say that's what we brought him here to do is that's you know what I mean. You're here to
Bless you.
Thank
you.
You get hurt.
Thank you.
We'll find another you.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't hear you, bro. I apologize. It should be.
I'm saying Reverend McLeod was brung here to return kicks. You might as well stick him in on both of those because that's his position. Like
what he does.
You know, kick return. Yeah, you get hurt, then we'll just find another you or something. You know, but like that's what we brought him here for.
I'll partially agree with you. He got paid. Yes, he should be the punt return. All I'm saying is, I'm only going by what Kyle said. Kyle said he looked at him only as a wide receiver.
I did hear that. I did watch that.
I'm a little bit challenged by that since the guy was one of the number one punt returner in the NFL last year. How do you look at the number one punt returner in the NFL last year as just a wide receiver when you pick him up for your team and you need a punt returner?
I think that's just him. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't make sense.
I think that's just him talking up the player.
Yeah, me too.
That's considered a one-trick pony because that's what he is. He's considered a one-trick pony in that sense. So Kyle's talking him up, but that's also we gotta remember, man. He signed Ray before he got Danny Gray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
good catch.
He probably didn't foresee because best case scenario right now, he's the fifth wide receiver, right? Yeah. Best case scenario for him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm telling you, I feel like hopefully at some point they use him out of the backfield in like double running back sets. That I think Ray would be awesome. Give a speed dynamic coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brad. My bad, Brad. I just read what 49 put up there on his.
Nobody wants Jimmy.
My bad, Brad. My bad, bro.
I know, I just saw it too.
Yo, that just was funny, man. Hey, yo, Jizzle. Yo, love you, Jizzle. Yo, me and Jizzle know each other since last year. Yo, me and Jizzle been calling for Jimmy to get released for a while. and I gotta share this, yo. And I kind of like backpedal because the more I've been listening to John Lynch, he kind of convinced me to the point like maybe we should get something for him. And then I just was like, well, maybe we should get something. Maybe they know something we don't know. And that was then. Now I'm back to my position along with Jizzle. Like, yo, today's the 17th. It's 13 more days.
Right.
From me to y'all, our first lady, keep receipts. I think he's gonna get released.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna get released.
I think now, like where we're at, August 17th, I think so too. I would be really surprised if a trade happened because we are so close.
Yeah. And you know what I think too? I think Prez, our GM, I think you was the one. Not only listen to John Lynch, you was the one that inspired me to be like, yo, because you always say he's a winner. We know he, even though that's not a important stat regarding a quarterback, but you was the one that inspired me to be like, well, maybe we can get something for him. You follow what I'm saying? And I just been hoping because why not get something from him? And the way things is going,
it don't look now, but they came out. Kyle came out and said right when they got back from OTAs, when they got back, or maybe it was in the OTAs when they came in. Kyle said that his words were, we thought we had a trade in place, and then Jimmy went and got the surgery. Those are Shanahan's words. So the trade was done, and then he had the surgery, and so that's where ultimately it went down at. But it's like, his issue was always his salary cap hit.
Yeah,
the 20. That's the issue. Not everybody can just bring it in like that, and so it just depends on if they're gonna pay salary. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Is a second or a third round pick worth them losing $10 to $12 million by paying that to the team that would be trading for Jimmy in this case scenario? Because it sounds like that's what is on the table, is that the teams that would trade for him want them to pay for half the salary. So
right. So Uncle Keith, trade him or release him?
Well,
I remember you were saying, and the reason why I'm coming at you peacefully and respectfully, I know you were saying this is a business. I always remember you saying this is a business, and you're right, it's a business. Yeah. However, the way things is going, Uncle Keith, and I love you, bro. I hope you can give me a job at your restaurant. Love you, just joking. But
you got good chicken. I still think that in a league where quarterbacks are hurt, questionable talent, that there's a place to trade them. I would hate to see him released and we get absolutely nothing whatsoever for him. That's my wish. Now, my reality is release to some gun. It's time to go. I'm ambiguous at best about it.
So what you leaning towards? Trade him or
I'm hoping for a trade.
So that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm like. Which one you leaning more to? Because you're saying both. Which one?
On purpose, I'm saying both. Both. Release him if you must. Trade him if you can. How about that?
Yeah.
Mark, I see why you're saying so late in the season that a release looks more likely, and I'm not disagreeing with that. My preference would be to trade him if that's the question, but I'm leaning. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, first day I see you.
I actually thought it was going to happen this past weekend with Zach Wilson going down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you see a scenario with him going to Miami?
No.
You think they're going to give Tua a full season?
Yes. Yes. Because he could throw down the field. Respect.
Yeah, he's got a gunslinger.
He can throw it down the field.
Yeah, that's right. You got some speed there.
Listen, I'm not worried about Tua. Being that he knows now the pressure is on him, the pressure is to be great. And plus, when you got weapons like that,
Yep.
also veteran weapons that won a championship,
We'll be all right.
You're coached by the dude.
Waddle is there. Like, all you need is them guys to motivate you in that locker room and also on that field. That's all.
Yeah, you know what? But I don't know if those guys are the same like our guys, you know, as far as rallying around the quarterback, you know, because I just think like Tua with pressure, I just think it's completely different than like Trey with pressure, in my opinion.
Tua's been hit hard. He's a little punch drunk.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. And he's a kid that never got touched in college. And when he did,
didn't they spend a lot of money on the line though?
Huh?
Aren't they the team? Didn't they spend a lot of money on the line in free agency?
Yeah, they did. Just for that reason. With the kids unmolested, he can throw that rock.
Yeah, because it wasn't the Bengals. Did the Bengals spend a lot of money in free agency on their line?
No.
I think they brought in like one guy, I think.
Yeah, so it was the Dolphins. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is you got, besides what y'all talked about, you got McDaniels, you know what I'm saying? He designed all of Jimmy G's success. So it's like, you know what he can do and scheme as far as scheming how to do with the quarterback in that type of environment. Short, quick passes. Tua is more of an athlete than Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? So he should he should be able to at least do from an offensive standpoint what he did here with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to kind of bounce, guys. It's 11:15. I got to work in the morning. I'm sorry.
Right. No problem, Uncle Keith.
All right.
I got about 30 myself for sure.
Hey, but it was fun.
It's good to see you, man.
Hi, bro.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Everybody. It was a great show tonight, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Absolutely, Uncle Keith. Uncle Keith, you glad I didn't catch you with a trivia question? So.
I've been running for that for dear life. You find me hiding out in Church's Chicken before I take one of your trivia questions.
God bless you, Uncle Keith. Love you, man.
Good night, guys.
All right.
All right. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, Faithful Huddle. Let me see. Yeah, so in regards to last Friday, again, we showcased who we was impressed with, and we showcased who we have some concerns regarding, the injuries. We got Eric back. We got Mosley back. Only one that is not really a guarantee is Charlie Ward. We still waiting on Shavarius Ward, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So listen. Let me hit y'all with a trivia question.
I also think Trent Williams is going to score a touchdown this year.
Yep, I said that too. Now, I don't know what team against.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I hope it's against the Sea Chickens when we're at the game. That'd be sweet, right? Yes.
I hope, being that you said that 49, I hope that game that we all gonna go to, that we're blowing them out to the point they don't expect it, to the point Kyle would disguise it and keep him on left tackle. Don't move him to right tackle.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna know something's up. Keep him at left tackle, and hey man, that'd be epic, yo.
That place would go wild. Oh my god.
The crowd would lose it, right? They'd pop, boy.
Yo, real quick. See, things is popping up in my mind. What y'all think about Jason Poe? Jason Poe, right? That's his name, Jason Poe, right?
Yeah.
Yo, he's the shortest defensive lineman on our line, but he's very impressive. He's fast. He got great footwork, and he has great mechanics, man. and I'm liking what I'm reading of him. I hope he makes the team, guys. What y'all
Yeah,
think?
he could be a fullback too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's holding his own out there.
I read that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. I read that.
H-back, moving to H-back, moving to fullback. Just another chess piece
Yeah.
he can use. Plus, he could block.
Yeah. And being that you said it, he got an arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got an arm. Yeah. I was like, he can throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trent Williams was showing off his arm apparently.
Yeah, but you heard what he said though? They showed it. I know you said you ain't see it yet. I was watching some of it before we got on. I was watching brick by brick. They show him throw the ball. He told the guys, he's like, you ain't see that. So it must say look right. He's like, I ain't see that. But with that said, Faithful Huddle, let's start. Let me start with this trivial question. Matter of fact, let me do this first. Let me share this screen with y'all so y'all can see where I'm coming from regarding the trivia question. Okay, y'all can see that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right, Gene Washington, right? He's with the 49ers from 1969 to 1977. And then he played for the Lions after that. I will say this. He holds a record that Jerry Rice doesn't hold, guys.
Damn. That's crazy.
Now,
Okay.
Yeah. So let me bring this down. And I'm going to hit y'all with the trivia question. All right. 49ers Gene Washington holds the record for highest average reception. This is a record that Jerry Rice does not own. Let me say it again. 49ers Gene Washington holds the record for highest average reception. How many yards did Washington average? Check this out. How many yards did Washington average for each of his 371 catches?
That's crazy.
Exactly, bro. A, 15.8. B, 16.3. C, 17.2. Or D, 18.0. Our first lady, what's up?
Where did you get this question?
You know what?
You know you're never going to live that down.
I know, but you know what? Listen. You know
We got to take a picture in front of the Dwight Clark statue.
We are. Yo, Jizzle, real quick. I was waiting for you to hit us up with a picture, man.
I forgot.
I was actually waiting for the actual picture.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do it too. I just forgot.
Yo, oh my God, yo. But thank you, First Lady. I know. Listen,
No problem.
we're all, you know what, you're funny. We're all the questions. That was only one question.
Doesn't matter.
I think they worded it wrong. I think they were supposed to say hands and they said feet. But anyway. But move right along.
I'm going to go with B.
Okay. That's your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. 49. Again, welcome back, bro. What's up?
Look, these numbers are they're bonkers.
Exactly, yo.
Even the smallest one is like
exactly,
trying to comprehend that. Oh my.
And the key point before you give your answer.
Crazy.
Average for each of his 371. He averaged, out of these four multiple choices, he averaged each.
That's crazy, man.
I said, yo.
Unreal.
And Ray, he's a Hall of Famer. So I might add. And this is a record that Jerry Rice do not own or claim.
This is a great question right here. Wow, I'm going I'm going with C just because it's so ridiculous.
Okay.
17.2.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Prez, our general manager. You over there thinking
Yeah, thanks. No,
Prez is like, damn.
it is wild. But I'm going C too.
You gonna see? Okay, that's your final answer, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jizzle, our scholar of our trivia question.
See,
You gonna see?
I was always going to go see. I just went last.
Huh?
I was always going to go see.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. All right. I wish I could participate, but I can't because I know the answer. To the faithful huddle, I love you guys, but you're all wrong.
A?
Nope.
If it's D, come on, man.
Oh
my gosh.
Yep, it's D.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to be D because that's the only non-decimal number. All the rest are decimals, so I thought that was just adding to throw us off.
Yeah.
To be honest. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I'm gonna do this for y'all because First Lady be hurting my
I
feelings.
would actually prefer if you Google it and not look at the book.
No. You know what? Whatever. But you see, where's that? Hold on, where's that? Questions.
I can't see that, but maybe y'all
I
can.
can't see that either.
Huh?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Y'all can't see that?
No.
That's all good. It's all good.
All right, cool.
It's okay.
Yes. The answer is D. 18.0 yards.
That's crazy.
That's his average, yo.
Wow.
Yo, my thing is this: either he was fast or his defender was slow, and they match him purposely against the opponent defender because either they know he was just that fast. And this is the kicker, guys. This is the kicker. I'm going to show it again. Yo, look at his number. Look at his jersey.
18.
Exactly.
Man, come on. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yo, it's crazy, man.
Golly, I love that.
Yo, it's crazy, man. I was very impressed. I was like, wow. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Faithful Huddle, that's what I got. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, appreciate that Niner by nature. Debo, that like button. Appreciate it. Listen to our faithful viewers. Thank you for watching our show. We appreciate your availability and your support, man. Again, hit that like button. Subscribe to our show. Tell a friend, tell another friend, and tell another friend. Subscribe to our show. We evolving. We are a work in progress. Let's see what do you say. Nine by Nature says Sir Lance. Yeah.
King of the NFC. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Nine by Nature. Thank you for your comments, bro. Sir Lance, the king of the NFC. I believe it, bro.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe it, bro.
It's like crazy that people are talking about him possibly being the MVP.
Yeah. Yes. Even Louis Riddick.
Yep.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Exactly. Listen, I agree.
And he could be one of the only rookie to win the Super Bowl. That'd be a stat for him, right?
Yeah.
Well,
put that in the record book.
Classify him as a rookie technically, though. So
yeah,
that's right. Damn.
First year as a starter for whole 17 years.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, though, it would still be historic.
Mahomes did, and they didn't classify him as a rookie, though. So
Yeah, good point, Jizzle. Good point.
Yeah.
True.
But I believe we're gonna win this. I believe we're gonna win the Super Bowl. And like First Lady said, I think it will be against the Bills. And I always said if the 49ers didn't make it to the Super Bowl, and if the Bills did, I would like for the Bills
Yes.
get that Super Bowl because they have been let down three times in the Super Bowl, man.
4 in a row, man. It's 4 in a row.
Was it 4? I thought
Yep.
it was
Yeah, 4 in a row.
yeah, 4 in a row. Thank you, 49.
It's crazy, man.
Oh God.
Yo, shout out to Joey.
Right.
I don't want to build.
Oh, dude, I'm crying.
What happened, Press?
Oh, dog, we lost 4. We lost 4 in a row, 4 Super Bowls in a row. Oh, man.
Hey, you went to 30 for 30, man. The Bills, man.
That one's so good, man.
Yeah.
You be on suicide watch.
Thank you, Joey. Shout out, man. Thank you, bro. I don't want to butcher your last name. He said Gene drafted 16 overall, just like Jerry Rice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. 49ers, Chanel said, great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It wouldn't be great without our faithful huddle, and it definitely wouldn't be great without our faithful viewers. Thank you for your loyalty to our show.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Again, 49, love you, bro.
Love you.
We're
Thank
happy to see you. As soon as you popped up, man, I was like, what? I was happy to see you, man.
I appreciate it, guys, for real. Thank you.
Yeah, man. It's real out here.
Yeah.
I want to put it out there like that, but we know what we're talking about. It's real out here. Shout out to P Warrior. Get better soon, bro. We love you. Again, to our special guest, Bashar, we appreciate your availability and your support.
Thank you.
Joining us, vibing with us. Faithful Huddle. Where we at? Any final thoughts?
Bashar, thanks for coming on. Troy, great to see you.
Yeah.
Same. Great to see you guys. I can't wait to see you guys in real life. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Real. You know what I mean? Real.
No screens.
No screen. No cameras. Just real. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's right.
I agree.
Great show, and as always, go Niners.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Go Niners. I'm definitely gonna watch this brick by brick. Y'all gonna like it. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all gonna like it. And I only seen the first 20 minutes of it. It's really good, guys. It's really good. I would say this in regards to my final thoughts. I'm good. I'm good. I was thinking about, I don't know who mentioned it. I'm not concerned, but I would like to see more from Jennings, Sermon, Wilson. You follow what I'm saying? Like, I want to see more from these guys.
Yeah, I think Jeff Wilson was going to play Saturday.
Yeah,
I read somewhere where they were going to put him in there.
Yeah, I'm like, what is the deal with my guy? And I haven't heard nothing bad. It was just like, what's going on? I'm like, is they keeping him under wraps? Like you were saying, prayers regarding Jordan Mason. I was like, what's going on?
I think Jeff, he was actually injured with his knee. I think, right?
Not that I heard of. That's new to me. That's true. That's new to me.
I think so. Like towards the end of, I could be wrong, but I think towards the end of last season.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Well, yeah. I think that's what they were.
Yeah. Now, that's something to think about because you never know that can linger from that season to now. So you never know. Like we was talking about Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a possibility, First Lady. Wow. Yeah. So yeah. I want to see more from Jennings. I want to see more from Wilson, Sermon. Let me see. I would like to see more from Mason. I'm reading a lot about Mason, but I want to see it. Like I was saying, Mason. For what he performed, he had 6 carries for 30 yards. Hasty, 5 carries for 36 yards. guys, for what y'all seen from Hasty, do y'all still think he gonna make? You still think he's not gonna make the team? Yeah, Prez like nope.
No.
Yeah.
He gonna end up in Seattle, cause
yeah.
Everybody that leaves us does.
Yeah.
Jamal be a good day, man. Last day of the scrimmages, so
yeah.
See how much back.
Prez, you're more educated regarding Trey Sermon, man, and I think you understand why we're like kind of like a question mark with Sermon. We see him working. You feel what I'm saying? But I think you're more educated and more aware how they use him in college. However, I don't know if Cal's going to use him the same way or more. So my question to you,
he'll use him more out of the back. He'll use him more out of the backfield as a pass catcher than he did in college. It's something that every time that Shanahan talks about Sermon, he's always talked about improving the pass catching side. So I guess it's in the plan as far as how Shanahan wants to use him in that way.
Yeah.
But outside of that, no, I mean, he had to adjust. He had to go from like OU and OSU's Ohio State's run game is like the Cowboys' run game. It's the same concept. It's a power up the middle type of thing. And so Sermon last year, he came to the zone. Well, he wasn't ready, like 100%. And Shanahan kind of always, he's alluded to it, that he didn't get him for last year. And so he had to learn that. And so, but now because of the switch that they're making, it's perfect for him because now it's back to the inside zone. Well, that's what he was at. And Jizzle can speak to that more because he's better with the formations and everything like that. But that's where Sermon excels, is exactly what we're doing now with the linemen that they have to do it that they didn't have for last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing to me is that he started.
Yeah.
That's Shanahan telling people right there.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
We should see more. Okay.
I mean, but my thing is, none of this in preseason matters. Whoever is the number 2, whether it's TDP, whether it's Sermon, Wilson, whoever's like, we don't know anything because they're not playing with the linemen. They're not going to be playing against the linemen. You're not playing the starters on the other side. So it's just like, ultimately, it's just going to be like Hasty and all them. I mean, they're putting up those yards, but those aren't dudes that are going to make the team type of thing.
Only thing I can say that it matters, but they said don't matter. It matters to me based on how they're going to use him. And being that you said Jizzle probably knows more how they may use him, because I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because I need to see, not need, I want to see more of him.
Here's my question. It's like, because what he started 2 games last year, right?
What's that, bro?
Sermon started 2 games last year, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Then he was.
Because it was like the same that Trey started. He started 2.
Yeah, he ran for 92 yards and a touchdown in one of those games. He got hurt, and then he never came back. Elijah took off. When Sermon got hurt after that, and he never took off, and then he went in the plans after that. At that point, but like I guess that's where I don't get it. Like, even it's like he's played 2 games, and one of them he 92, and an offense that isn't tailored for him or his skill set.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey's he'll be all right. He'll eventually learn the scheme, but there's a play where it was an inside zone blocking, and he cuts it to the outside because there was a linebacker in space clogging the hole, but there's no blocker accounting for that. And so Trey Sermon took it in his mind that I can bounce to the outside and then come back up the sideline, which he probably could do in college, but NFL defenders are way too athletic and fast to let you get to the outside. And so what he has to do, possibly, in my opinion, is just be a lot more decisive. Just take the 2 or 3 yards rather than take a potential loss.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to. I just want to see more from him. And I'm looking, yo, real talk. I'm looking forward to this Saturday game because I want to see more of him, um, TDP and Mason.
I think it's huge for the running backs. If
Yeah,
that's a position that it does matter as far as the picking order and how it's going, then yeah, I'm with you on that.
yeah, man.
These are the games. But then it's still hard, you know what I'm saying? If Trent Williams ain't out there, I guess you got Brindle, Burford, and Banks. So you know that's there. McGlinchey, well, he ain't gonna be out there because he's hurt. So
You know what I think it is? I think what they're looking for is for them to follow their assignments, hit those holes, hit those lanes. You follow what I'm saying? It don't matter to the point. It don't matter who's on the offensive line because starting week 1, regarding our starters, you better hit that hole. So you might as well hit that hole now this Saturday, so they can see what they're working with. When before the season start. So but again, I was just asking regarding Trey Sermon, man. Of course, y'all know I would like to see more Wilson. Either he must be recovering or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I would just like to see. I would like to see something from Jennings, because I love his energy. I love his passion. I would like to see what his mindset at as far as with this new roster. Because when you got more weapons like Danny Gray, Ray, just like we was mentioned earlier, like who's gonna be that guy in the slot? You follow what I'm saying? I'm just like not worried. I'm concerned like where his mental at. And I'm sure it's not a bad thing regarding his mental. I just want to see him like play. Like he gives me that Kendrick Bourne vibe. You know what I mean? Like he's
who we talking about?
Jennings.
Oh,
So because Jennings is my guy as well, man, and I like his energy. Very humble dude. He's always focused on getting better and doing what he got to do to get better. So, yeah. 49, you got anything, bro?
No, I'm good. I'm hopefully get to watch the game on Saturday. Does anybody know what time or channel or anything?
Real talk. I probably got to go to the bar to watch it because
I gotta.
it's not televised.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
But I thought, didn't somebody say something about like Amazon Prime?
That's the third game.
Okay.
That's the third game. That's why last Wednesday when we were talking, I was saying I ain't care about Trey Lance not playing the second game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or watch it on that app.
Yeah. That too, 49. Yeah. I'm going to the bar. Last time I didn't go, I just stayed home to watch the game. So that's one.
That might be an option.
That was the 2 games that I knew I was gonna watch either at home or at the bar, but definitely this Saturday, I want to watch and see who's going to do their thing this Saturday because after this Saturday,
they cut the roster down
exactly
more, right?
Yeah, they got to cut it down. They got to cut another 5 down by next Tuesday. So thanks First Lady giving us that reminder. But like I was mentioned a couple of days ago, when Prez was also mentioned about who we had let go Monday and yesterday. I won't get all worked up who's going to get let go because some people is coming back regarding the practice squad. So I'm not worried about that just yet. I was listening to Juice earlier. He was really shocked that was last name Hockett, sorry. Hockett, he was surprised that he got released, and he said he told him that he's gonna he's going to evolve within the NFL. Because Juice. One thing about Juice, he knows when a player got it. And but again, like we were saying earlier, we're in a situation. This is a good problem to have regarding our roster, and may the best player stay, and may the best player stays on the field. Like Prez always say, and I totally agree. Stay healthy, man. Stay healthy.
By next Tuesday, the deadline is 85 to 80.
Yep.
And then the following Tuesday, the 30th, is the big one, 80 to 53.
Yep.
That's big.
Yo, can y'all imagine having that job?
Nope.
Can y'all take that job if they were to tell you how much I got paid?
Hell yeah. Please.
Yo.
We gonna figure it out.
Yo, Prez, real talk. Well, between you, Prez, and Jizzle, I can see y'all doing that job. I can't. I couldn't do it.
I could see all the disagreements too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Man, I'd definitely do that. I'd love to be a scout for like the draft. That'd be fire.
Yeah.
On a scout team, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I could definitely see you and Jizzle like having that job without a problem, man. Like I couldn't do it, man. Even if they told me how much it pay, I'd be like, I be talking to my favorite friends like, yo, what y'all think? I know they'll tell me to do it, but I'll be like, yo. Yeah. And plus, like, what if it's a player that you want to stay on a roster? You know what I mean?
That's why I won't do it.
That's why I'm like, yo, it's like, oh my God, I can't. I don't know if I can do it, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, I don't know. I really don't know. But with that said, Faithful Huddle, we about to end our show. To the Faithful Huddle, God bless each and every one of you.
Yeah, fact.
Great show as always. Love you guys. Again, 49. Welcome back, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you. First Lady, love you. 49, love you. Prez, love you, bro.
Love y'all.
Our favorite viewers, we love you. Anything else, guys, before we wrap it up?
Bang, bang. Again.
Bang, bang.
Night,
that's
everybody.
right.
Go Niners.
Nothing finer than a Niner. Right there.
All right. We let me see. Let me get this down. Yeah, we're about to be out of here.
Already.
All right.
All right.